everybody can unmute their mics or whatever the case may be. For everybody that's just getting to the chat, hit the likes, turn it up. For everybody that's in Instagram, hit the likes, turn it up. We're going to get right into it. And like I said, share it, send all your friends, make sure y'all in the building. And yeah, that's what's going on tonight. Anyway, can everybody hear me? Everybody good?
Yeah, we good, bro.
All right, so let's just go down. Let's go down a list of people, right? I want everybody to introduce themselves. Let everybody know what your platform is, what it is that you do, what it is that you don't. Talk to me. So it would be the first lady up top, ma'am.
She frozen.
Oh, am I in the queue?
Hold on, baby. Yes, you're here, but hold on. So Penny Lee is frozen. So I don't listen. Oh, let me say this before we get into it. So we all got to swear in, right? Everybody put their right hand up. I got to swear y'all in because we got to make sure y'all not on no bullshit. I'm gonna swear y'all in. Everybody come in, put the right hand up. Y'all ready? Repeat after me. I promise to tell the truth.
Promise to tell the
I
truth.
promise to tell the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And
Nothing but the truth.
Say less. Let's get to it. So now we're gonna start with the pretty lady in the right next to me. You can't hear us? You can't hear us? What the freak?
I can't hear anything.
Hold on. Let me bring anything. Hey, Hamp, can you hear everybody?
Yeah, I can hear everybody.
Can y'all hear him?
Anything.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
All right. Well, you had them swear in. And so what I want you to do is have them introduce themselves, bro, since they can't hear me right now, and I'm gonna come back.
I got you. Ladies, how y'all doing? You feeling all right?
Feeling great.
Salute. I'm DJ Hampton Stampede. I'm the proprietor. This might be risky. Truth is one of the big dogs in this game, so I'm excited for y'all. Sweetheart, to my right with the reddish brown, golden hair. You hear me?
What you said, nigga?
You can hear me. Beloved with the flower tattoos. Can you hear me?
Can hear.
Yeah, can you hear me? Cause
Y'all
I can't
hear?
see our names. Can y'all hear me? Check.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Oh, y'all
I
gotta
can't
give a
hear
level of
him.
acknowledgement. Okay.
I can hear
All right.
you.
Raise your hand if you can hear me. How about that? All right. So, lady to my right with the breasts is all out and all that. Can you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do for. You know what I mean? Okay. You on mute though.
I didn't mute myself.
No, you're good,
There you go.
baby.
You good
Listen,
now?
you're good. Rock and roll, baby. Go ahead.
Okay. My name is Cassie. Born and raised in LA. Right now I'm living out here in the
I
South.
can't
No
hear
kids, never
anything.
been married. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Never been married. I don't have any kids. Straight out. I went to prison for a long, long time, but we'll get to that. My page is just about adulting and talking about unconventional conversations. Sometimes I'm a little controversial, but I'm always respectful. Yeah, and I just think a little bit different, and I want to reach out to other people that also think like me, that it's okay to have your own thoughts, but you know.
Okay. Word. Truth, could you hear?
I can hear her perfect. I hear everybody perfect.
Yeah, we
Next
good.
lady. And if you can't hear, you just gonna have to come back up.
Indeed.
I'm listening though.
You up in the all black with the glasses, with the
Right
headband.
here.
Yes, ma'am. How you?
Me,
Yes.
right here.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, my name is Mimi. I go by Mimi. And my page is just all about truth. I'm all about harsh realities and having uncomfortable conversations about it so that we can begin to identify patterns in our behavior and hopefully get to some solutions. So that's what I'm about.
Indeed. Salute. Go ahead, beloved. To her left or right.
Hi, my name is Chevy, Chev Angels, and my platform is called For the Record. Literally just started about 2 weeks ago, so I don't have much up on that page, but it's about unfiltered conversations. I want authenticity. I want to bring, I'm kind of stuck in the middle where I'm not as old as some folks, but I'm also not as young as some folks. And there's a lot of knowledge that needs to bridge the gap, and I'm hoping to do that.
Okay. Salute. Down in the bottom with the red hair, with the blue shirt.
Vanessa.
I can't see their names. So.
I got you, bro. Vanessa. Yeah, your name. Oh, Stephanie. My fault. Stephanie V. Damn. Stephanie.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Wait, Vanessa or Stephanie?
Stephanie V.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. You, please.
Okay, that's me in the blue. It's just double echoing over here. Okay. My name is Stephanie. I currently work in finance and fraud. I actually have a passion for helping people, especially women, being the best version of themselves. I have gone through my journey. I have actually read Truth's book, True Accountability, and I loved it. It has some great points. 8 and 9 hit the hardest for me. Yes, and we can talk about it later. But 8 and 9 hit the hardest for me. So my joy and my purpose is to be able to spread love and light into women so that we can see the value of who we are and be the best that we can.
I love it. And being as though you got the book, we don't even need to talk to nobody else. You won me over. It's over, Ham. It's over. She came in.
Hey, it's right here, and I literally have notes.
See, that's how you supposed to come in this motherfucker. See that? Never mind. Anyway, and then let's get to the next Queenie. Queenie, how are you? Let the people know who you are, what it is that you do. What would you bring? Let's get to it tonight. Let's expedite this thing here.
Okay, I'm Queenie. I'm originally from DC, but I live in Cleveland. And I'm a foster parent. I got 5 foster kids. I teach the 3rd grade. And I'm pretty much just authentic and very brutal. All my friends call me for the most realest advice. I had an internet radio show maybe like 10 years ago, and I'm just looking to get back into it.
Okay, cool beans. All right, Sherry, talk to me. Y'all talk back. Sherry, let them know what's going on.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Sherry. I'm an entrepreneur. Been in business for over 30 years. I'm an esthetician. I'm licensed by trade. Been in business for the last few years. Award-winning entrepreneur. I have Wax Relate Release, which is my podcast that's coming. Basically, just keeping it real, because when those doors close in that wax room, it gets really real. Sometimes it's tears, sometimes it's laughs, but I keep it real so my clients love me. They rock with me. I have a lot of men that say, I look up to you, and I'm able to give advice to a lot of dudes, which I was raised by all boys. I have nothing but brothers. I have no sisters, but I do have all daughters and all granddaughters. Married for 20 years, so I do have that experience. I've been dating. And I have a lot to say tonight about why Black women can't keep a man. And I have my perspectives on a lot of things in that nature. Had a lot of conversations today. Exactly.
We're going to talk about it. This is the place to talk about it tonight.
I'm ready, and I got a lot of feedback.
Okay, cool beans. All right, Penny, before you log out again, I don't know what you got going on. Your Wi-Fi is...
I don't know what this... Yo, this is insane. So basically every woman that spoke so far, despite the last one, I couldn't hear anything at all, nothing at all.
But tell us about you.
My name is Penny. I don't know what you were asking because I literally didn't hear anything.
What's your Instagram, where they can find you at? What do you like? You know what I mean? Give them a little bit. I'm just trying to, open them up to the world.
Gotcha. Okay, so my Instagram is I'm Penny Lee, just the letter I, the letter M, and then Penny Lee. I've had a podcast for about 4 or 5 years now. I do a lot of different kind of content. I do some art content, some cooking content, some comedy content. I have a lot of different interests. But my podcast has been a pretty big focus for the past few years.
Okay. All right, cool beans. Anybody that's backstage that's not up here is because you late. You did it to yourself. You're gonna have to wait until somebody get booted. I'm not on black people time. I tell y'all that all of the time. I just look black. I identify as a white man. I'm just playing. Let me see. All right, so let me get to DY Beat So Unique. How are you this evening? DY Beat So Unique.
D-Rob Beat So Unique. Who's that?
The young lady right here.
Can she hear below me?
Can she not hear me? Or
they probably can't.
Oh, she muted. My fault. Hold up, baby. You gotta unmute your mic, baby. Damn. I hate that for her too, because there's like a million people that's trying to get on. The backstage is so lit. There's a lot of people trying to get in. You gonna have to get your life together, baby. I'm so sorry. Hey, listen, man, we run a tight ship. There's a lot of women that want. I'm gonna bring. Look, hold up. Shakia was next up. I'm gonna put you on the game. Anyway, okay, so we did her. Mimi, talk to me nice. Did we get an introduction to you, Mimi?
Yep, I got an intro. I did an intro.
Say less. Shakia, what's up? Talk to me.
What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. So my name is Shakia. I'm from Chime Into the Chat podcast. I'm here in Baltimore. I do fashion shows. I do events here, but I'm a pop-up podcast, which means I pop up anywhere. I do trivia, anonymous questions. I do all types of stuff. And I mean, I go against the grain a little bit, but I'm about, events that engage my podcast is called Chime Into the Chat, so I want people to chime in. You got to chime into the chat. So my questions make the audience engage. We play games. I love doing dares. So I've had Ray J do dares. I had him called Princess Love. I just left the Comedy Factory tonight. I'm in my car because I just left the Comedy Factory from doing Bubba Dub. I just had him call his family member and tell him he got me pregnant. So that's what I do, So I do stuff like that. So yeah, that's me. I'm Shakia. Hi, y'all.
All right, listen, we in the building, right? And like I said, I'm gonna be brutally honest with y'all, right? We promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
But yeah, that's what I talk about how women can't keep a black man.
Well, listen, hold on. So we have an abundance of women that.
But I can't hear him no more. Hey, what happened?
He talking though. He talking. So just chill for a second.
Can everybody hear me or no?
Yes.
I can only hear you. I can't hear any of the women.
Really?
Can you hear me?
At all.
I can hear everybody.
The entire time.
I can hear everybody.
I can hear everybody.
So
I can
anyway,
hear everybody but him.
We have an abundance of women. You can't hear me. All right, cool. We're going to try somebody and see how they hear. So we got an abundance of women up here. They've got an abundance of people backstage, right? Can everybody still hear me?
Yes.
All right, I'm not bringing nobody else.
Can I offer a little bit of help?
Can I
offer just a little bit of help? If they have the YouTube up and then the second room open on a separate tab, they need to mute the YouTube page. To be able to hear.
Oh man, that sounds amazing. All right, so listen, let's be crystal clear with this, man. We're gonna go ahead and do rapid style because we got 25 people backstage and then we gotta get the other people on here. So we are going to start with the very first question, right? And the very first question, who got all that fucking noise? What's that? All right, that was my nigga shit. All right, so anyway, the very first question is, why can't black women keep a man? And we're gonna start with the unicorn up there. Let's go, right? Cassandra, let's get to it. Why can't black women keep a man? Make it short and sweet. Tell me why.
I think personally, they just gotta comply a little bit and be a little extra sexy all the time. All eyes on me, like all the time. Yeah.
Okay, that's your answer. Cool. Mimi, why do you feel like black women can't keep a man?
Okay, I wrote my answer down because I want to be simplified. So black women can't keep a man because they don't know that. Huh? Oh, yeah, they don't know their power as women. They don't know their power as women. They don't know their position as women, and they also lack accountability, balance, and structure in their lives and in their relationship.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. We got the young lady. Hold up, let me go up to the name. Chev, what's up? Tell me why black women can't keep a man.
I'm gonna go with the simplest answer. I think is that we have no example of what keeping a man looks like because in our households it's so broken. So, for example, I'm gonna speak on my father. I watched my mother go through so much that for a lot of my relationships, I stayed when I shouldn't have. So I had to learn my worth later on in life and what a good man actually looks like to want to keep him, to want to then serve, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'm not mad at that answer. Stephanie, talk to me. I talk back. What's up? Why can black women keep a man? We can't hear you, baby. Oh my God.
I just took myself off of mute. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Why can't black women keep a man?
So for me, I actually know a lot of black women that are married. So, but if I have to go off of experience, I'm Puerto Rican. So I feel like a lot of times women of color or minorities are very opinionated. We're going to say what we want to, how we want to. And sometimes I feel like on the opposite side, a man can't necessarily receive that depending on where we are in life. So for me, it would be,
receive that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I do. I feel like life is about a balance, right? But for and that dynamic is very hard for me to answer that because I see a lot of Black women that are married, but for me, I think I have been told my mouth is a problem. So I would have to go through that lack of accountability. Sometimes that we don't know what it is that we're looking for or how to maybe word certain things. I would have to leave with that right now.
I gotta stop you. And I'm so sorry, y'all, but this is how we get into it. So I've heard a lot of lack of accountability. I am hearing you. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 41.
Yeah, and I'm hearing a whole bunch of we don't know how and we don't know when. And I'm hearing like a whole bunch of excuses on why women just don't want to be women. So I feel like, I'll actually jump into it. I feel like a lot of Black women can't keep a man is because they want to outdo the man. They actually think that they are equal to a man. And when I say equal, please do not be triggered by this, right? In a relationship, it is a partnership. There are times in spaces that we should practice equality, but I should never feel like I'm in a fucking wrestling match with my partner. And so a lot of Black women, especially high value Black men, high earning Black men, highly sought after Black men, they're like, why would I put up with you, your mouth, and your attitude when I can actually go be with a woman who appreciates me, when I can actually go be with a woman who is in awe and in love and in admiration with just being a woman? One thing that we've learned about women of color, unfortunately, is, and you even hear it in songs, right? I'm a cook, I'm a clean, but this mouth won't shut up. I'm a cook, I'm a clean, but you gonna get some of this motherfucking mouth. And when you go to those other races, right? Unfortunately, and I got a Black wife, but when we go to these other races, they cook, they clean, they fold, love making, like coochie's not looked at as leverage, it's not looked at as a punishment. And they come into it wanting to be a woman. So I just wanted to say that. Pretty Ricky, what's going on? Talk to me, I talk back. Why can't Black women keep a man?
Well, I'm not a Black woman, so I can't really speak on that. But I have biracial children, and both of my husbands have been Black.
Okay, so you still Black men though, right?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, and what have Black men, right, and so Black men have confided in you as a safe space, right? Because you said you have biracial children, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And have they dated Black women before dating you?
Of course.
And what complaints did you hear, if you've heard any?
None. I mean, most of the men that I've been with, both of.
So she's looking for a safe answer. We're gonna go ahead and boot her. We doing nothing but the truth. The whole truth and nothing but it. So we're not gonna get up here and keep it a yard bird. I don't want to hear it. If you can't tell me that these men didn't have complaints. Okay. Sherry, what's up? Talk to me.
So, I'm married for 20 years, and I was with my kid's father since I was 15. After that, I dated some high quality dudes, and I've dated some what you call bums, right? Because the reason why sometimes we date down as far as women are concerned is because even though we have bread, I have my own things going on. I have the cars, I have the businesses, I have all of that. So I never looked at a dude. I'm like, we can meet halfway and I could put you on and grow you up, or bring you up to the standard, however that looks like for you. But a lot of the times men get intimidated by that. There are a lot of the times, I hear a lot of blame from Black women ain't this, Black women ain't that. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I made sure that the dinner was on the table. My man's food was in the microwave before he got home. My ex-husband's Latino. That's what my last name.
I can't hear anything. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
So I don't know. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Trust
So
me. I can hear. I can't wait to talk to you. I can hear you.
So
Though. Yes,
I was
please.
up at 5 o'clock in the morning, made sure that the food was cooking. I got up, I came back, I put it in the microwave, came back from the gym, made sure the house was clean before I went to my 12-hour shift. Came back from my 12-hour shift, washed my ass, got in the shower,
Hey,
and put my
baby,
lingerie
hold on,
on.
baby, you're rambling and scrambling. Why can't black women keep a man? You just gave me your
So
whole resume.
I'm getting to my point. So my point is that we can do everything, but it's a man needs to want to be kept at the end of the day. You can't keep somebody that don't want to be kept. If you want a black woman and you want a strong black woman, you want a strong partner in every aspect, you got to meet me halfway, baby. Like, I can't bring it all. So you can't ask me to leave. You can't want to leave. I want to keep you, but you can't be kept because you're not playing your role. So do we want to keep them or do they want to keep us?
I got a question for you. I got a question for you.
Yes.
Because I heard you use one of those words, right? And I just want to see how quick you are. And you use the trigger word for me, which is intimidate. You say that a lot of men tell you that they're intimidated. What about you, right? If I was a black man actively in search of a black woman like you, what would be intimidating about you?
I don't know if it's the ambition. I don't know if it's the work ethic. I really don't know. I'm gonna be completely honest, but it shows. My husband, this was a conversation. This was a real conversation. I was mid-construction and I came home and I asked my husband, I said, listen, I need you to be in this building when contractors come. You my partner. They looking at me. The first question these contractors is asking me is, are you doing this by yourself? Where your man at? Where your business partner said, I'm the only business owner, but my husband isn't available for this meeting. So I came to him. I said, I need you to 10 toes down. Come with me to these meetings. I don't care.
Okay, so I hear a lot of stress there and a lot of trauma there, but she gave no explanation whatsoever. And so this is what I'm trying to teach y'all, right? And I like y'all. Y'all are like really dope. And thank you guys for being here. This is the Nothing But the Truth podcast. If you just came up here, you got to swear in. You promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I already believe you guys before you even say anything. Everybody hit the likes. We are doing auditions tonight. I'm going to tell you what I'm looking for, right? So this is what happens. People think that they can talk until they're actually in front of people that can actually talk, right? And so when I ask questions, I'm expecting an answer to the question that I asked. I don't want to hear about Vietnam. I don't want to hear about that one time that the guy fell. Because even if we're in front of a live audience, right? They're going to be looking at you like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, and that's what you don't want to do. So I'm actually teaching you showmanship. I'm teaching you how to get on a stage, be asked a question, presented a question, execute it, and then when another question is shot back, how to tear that apart, knock it out. We want to get into like a 30-second to like a 2-minute window to cooking and get out of there. We're not looking for life stories. We're not looking for story time. She gave no explanation on why she's intimidating. There was nothing intimidating about her at all. But it is what it is. You late. I don't do black people time. I'm disgusted with you. I'm putting you on blast from the rip. You late. I don't like it. You don't get no light skin privileges, none of that shit. Anyway, so Di, turn your phone off mute, baby. How are you this evening? How you doing?
Hi, how are you? My platform name is Di Be So Unique, but you can call me Di for short. I'm in Sherman Oaks, California. I do work part-time in transportation. I consider myself a content influencer, creator, but at the same time, I love being a part of panels that have these type of discussions, and if it's well-rounded around the pie chart. But yeah, that's who I am. Single mom, 44. Yes.
Why can't black women keep a man?
I'm a tell the truth and the whole truth with experience. Mindset.
Expound, please.
From a personal perspective, if you are constantly like dealing with your own insecurities, I think a lot of women deal with a lot of their own insecurities and they bring that into their relationship. And if you continue to have that mindset, I don't really think a man would tolerate that.
Insecurities. That's not a bad answer. I ain't mad at that. What's up, bro? I seen that you said you was still late no matter what. I see the message though. It says something along the lines of
Hey, Truth,
trouble logging it. Yes, sir.
real quick. So somebody has some feedback. It's probably their connection and they hook up. So mute if you're not talking. And just FYI, I don't think Queenie said anything yet, and she been
Yeah, I
up
was
here.
ready. I was
Jump.
ready.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, everybody mute if you're not talking. So we on roll right now, and I want to ask you, why do you believe that Black women find it really hard to keep men?
I think right now Black women are just fucking angry. Like I feel like
Ooh.
they get so mad about the littlest shit. I feel like we always on defense of everything, and I'm not saying it's not a reason behind that, but Black women are just very angry right now.
That is.
I
wish you had more.
They angry about Hispanic women dating Black men. They mad about just working so much, having to take care of kids by themselves. I think that anger runs into the relationships.
That was a great freaking answer, and I agree. I wish you had more context, but we'll take that. You didn't get the boot yet. Now we got Queenie. Queenie, why can't these sisters keep a man?
I couldn't. First of all, I couldn't hear what she said, so I'm not sure if I'm about to repeat what she said. But first of all, I'm gonna just say this. Remember, at one point in time when women was up and they had the pick of the litter. I feel like now it's just Black men is their time to shine, and they got the pick of the litter. So now it's more Black men that are on their shit, taking care of themselves and about their business and doing what they need to do. So now it's just certain things that they're not about to tolerate from certain women, and they like, oh, okay, you on that? All right, cool, I'm out, and that's just what it is. Like it's not how it used to be. They got the ups right now, and Black women gotta respect it. So you either gonna be on your shit and keep them, or you not gonna be on your shit and you gonna be out here gay or trying to act like you cool with what the fuck is going on when you really not. That's just that's what it is.
I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that. We gonna learn how to articulate a tad bit better, but it's room for improvement for you. I like you. I like you. Whole lot of noise, which is a hell of a name. How are you? Welcome to the chat.
Oh,
Who are you? What you do? What you got going on?
I am Kenyatta. I reside in Clarksville, Tennessee. I'm a probation parole officer.
Oh shit. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm off probation. I'm off. I swear. No, go ahead.
I've tried to get in this content creating world. Just speaking from a different perspective. I've been on a lot of platforms, and my thought process is a lot of different. A lot of I'm for the man per se, because I do feel like women are not trying to keep a man. They're trying to have a puppet. They're trying to tell them what to do and how to do this and how to do that. And you just want another child to control, but you want this man to be able to come in and provide this and provide that. And that's just not what's going to work for us right now.
Whew. Boy, that is an answer there. That is a fucking puppet. You know, I talk about that. I say that women want you to lay pipe like a man. They want you to protect like a man. They want you to keep that wallet open like a man, but they want you to have the mindset of a woman. They want you to operate in a woman's capacity. So that was actually a very, very, very dope answer. I want to go ahead and switch gears. Hamp, did you have something to say, Hamp? I don't want to leave you out at all. Did you have something to say?
No, I'm good. I'm listening. And just remember what Truth says. Speaking virility, man. 30 to 60 seconds, and you got to know what you want to say before you say it.
Absolutely.
Yo,
So I
Luck,
got
what's
to
good,
answer.
baby? Good to see you.
What's good, Brody?
I gotta answer this super chat. And I'm glad that I have women from different races, right? And the reason why is because we're going to actually get into that as well. But Stephanie V clearly says she is Puerto Rican, that she too has a mouth problem, and a lot of her Black women friends are married, however. Truth still attributed to Black women and excluded other races, avoiding her comment. So I guess that's a comment for old Truth. And I appreciate you. Was that one of your people or one of my people, Han?
That's one of my people, but she on your page, so she one of your people now too.
Oh, well, who the sticker go to? Me?
That's your sticker, yeah.
Well, let me go ahead and get right to the meat and potatoes of it. Then I just had to make sure, because I don't like indulging in a whole bunch of nonsense for free. So let's be crystal clear, right? I can speak on truth, right? I date Black women. I exclusively date Black women. I've always exclusively dated Black women. Have I ever slept with women outside of my race? Absolutely. Who hasn't? Or you just not what's the word, experienced in my eyes, right? I think that it triggered you because she said that she's Puerto Rican and has mouth too. And let me ask you this, Stephanie, are you married, single? What's your situation? Stephanie? You muted yourself, baby. We can't hear you. Y'all burning me out
Muted.
tonight. Stephanie?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Are you married,
I'm
single?
here.
What's your situation? Are you married, single?
No, I'm single.
Okay. Do you think that your mouth is the reason that you're single?
I do. If I have to reflect back, definitely, because I was like, I said whatever was on my mind. I felt like it was the truth. Like, hey, this is what it is. If you don't like it, oh well, hey, take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna change who I am. But I think it took a real man to come and actually point out my flaws to make me start saying, oh, okay, you know what? It might be you. And so I think that's the issue, and that's why I'm here. Like, a lot of women, no matter what the color is, we all have a story, right? But it's what do we want to receive and what are we willing to learn? If we're not willing to learn, we're not going to be able to be led. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, women, we want a man to lead, but we won't allow them to because of unhealed trauma or anything. Or again, we got something to say because of that unhealed trauma. So I'll leave with that.
I got a better question for you. When did you stop respecting your husband?
Oh God, bro.
When did you stop respecting your husband, Stephanie?
I was never married. I've never been married.
Okay, well, the last man that you were with, you said that the mouth was the reason why you're single. When did you stop respecting your partner?
Yeah.
When did you lose respect?
When I felt that I was the one carrying when I felt like I was the one carrying the load. When I felt like I had to when I had to start taking care of the responsibilities, when I had to start doing little things, like if I feel like I have to be your mama, we got a problem.
Got a question. So, was there any point in a relationship where he carried the load?
My last relationship, absolutely.
Was there
Why the fuck can't I hear nobody?
Was there any point in a relationship where he carried the load, or you always carried the load the entire relationship?
I hate to say it, but in my 20s, when I was in the streets, the man carried the load. And then I feel like when I turned into my 30s, I had a man that.
Steph, you bouncing right now, baby. I'm just trying to talk to you. Talk to me. I'm really trying to I'm trying to go somewhere with you, but you keep going this way. Stay right here, right? So you said that your mouth is the reason that you said that your mouth is the reason that you do not have a man, correct? Your last relationship is non-existent because of your mouth, correct? Correct?
My last.
I can't. Anyway, so yeah, he burnt me out. I love you, Steph. You was doing good too. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Anyway, you can't burn me out for free. Everybody here, I appreciate you guys. I was going. So where I was going with this is, women act like women around men, right? And so I'm a life and relationship expert, right? And so I know for a fact that at some point she lost respect for him because she started treating him that way. Now, where another point of where I was about to make, right? A lot of women will say, I started treating my man differently once I was expected to step up, which is the most selfish shit that I've ever heard in my life. Because usually, right, if a man is on the up and up and if he likes you, I'm not talking about a man that does not like you, but I'm talking about a man that likes you. He doesn't want to see you struggle. He doesn't want to see you experience hardship. So he's probably going to do everything in his power in order to make sure that the home base is good. And so what'll happen is you'll get a lot of women. How they are, right? As soon as he cannot produce financially or the way that he used to, now you start to view him different because you got to step up. And all of a sudden, he went from a Mandingo warrior to a boy. Now your respect level changed because his pocket level changed. And so that's kind of where I was trying to go with that. But I wasn't able to land my plane. But we're going to move on. Y'all are doing a great job. I'm going to start with Mimi. Do you think that a lot of women overvalue themselves, and that is why it's so hard for them to date in today's society?
Absolutely. They think that they are the way, the truth, and the light. They think they know everything, are everything. They the table. They bigger than the program. They think they can do what they want, when they want, how they want. And that's just not. They have no humility. They have no shame. Women are no longer shameful about their behavior. There was a time when women, like, we used to be ashamed to admit certain things out loud. Now we are not ashamed to just say the craziest shit. So yeah, they think they're everything and they can do everything and be everything. And a man is supposed to still want them and do what they say.
She cooking with grease, goddammit. Chev, what's up? Do you feel like a lot of women overvalue themselves to this day, and that's why they can't get a man?
Yes and no. On the no side, I feel like they had to become that way because there's a lot of men that are in the current dating pool. I'm not talking about the 50s. I'm not talking about the babies. I'm talking about the midsection where they don't know what a value, what a man of value is supposed to do. And I'm not talking financially. So because a lot of women had to step up and fill that role, we lost our femininity. So it's kind of hard to say we overvalue ourselves when we had to become the value of the man that was missing.
I see HAMP faces going. I know my mind is boggled. Let me get this right, because I'm not the smartest man in the world. I'm not even a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm noticing your answers are really, what's the word? They lack accountability, which a lot of women lack accountability, right? Okay. So you're saying that the reason that these women are performing or acting the way that they're acting is because they had to step up, and so they've been knocked out of their femininity? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
And so what you're basically saying,
step up, we assumed the value because that what we had to provide is the value of what the man would be providing. So because I had to become that, it's not that I overvalue myself. It's just that I had to become that value.
I like you. So let me get this straight, right? I like you. How old are you? Are you a kid? How old are you?
Not a kid.
How old?
32.
You're young. I'm an old man. So let me just get this right. I like her, Rap. She's a class act. So women have stopped being feminine because they had to step up and basically do what a man would do, like pretty much provision and things of that nature, correct? Just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Is it feminine not to be an adult?
Is it feminine not to be an adult?
Yes.
I don't understand what you mean.
Okay, let me make it a little bit simple for you. Because you said they had to step up and like kind of do for themselves, right? And so usually when women have to step up, right? And I never understood why women look at it as it's a flex to be an adult, right? Because I want to walk you through something, right? If you don't have a job, what are you?
Jobless, unemployed.
Right. And if you don't have a roof over your head, what would that make you?
Homeless.
And if you don't have any money at all, what would that make you?
Broke.
And these are basic, this is adulthood. No car, no job, no home, no money. This is adulthood. So pretty much what you're saying, right? And let me know if I'm wrong and if anybody heard anything different, right? You are insinuating that you would need a soft space for you to be in your divine femininity, right? And so if that...
Oh, go ahead.
And so if that is true, right? Would it be fair to say in order for me to be a man, I have to go through hardship?
No.
Okay.
But I do believe that there are certain things that a man should be able to do. And I would like to speak from experience to explain what I'm saying. For example, in my life, from my last relationship, and I'm gonna say this, please don't quote this. I don't know if it's going, whatever, but 2 pussies can't produce. So, and just hear me out. I make over 6 figures, right? I have my own place. When I say that women had to become the value, I'm not talking bare minimum. I'm not talking just being able to put a roof over my head. Women should be able to take care of themselves before they look for a man to take care of them. Cool. I'm talking about when 2 people come together in a relationship, right? If you want me to sit at home and bear your babies, you are paying this mortgage or this rent or where we're at. In my experience, as I started to climb my career and make more money and all of those things, the person I was with, unfortunately, I didn't know at the time, was a bitch nigga. 2 pussies can't produce, which is why it didn't work out. Not that I'm not taking accountability, but when I've asked any other man, they could not give me feedback on what I was doing wrong. I did everything. But 2 pussies can't produce. A man has to carry certain kind of weight. That's what I mean by that.
Hamp, I'm gonna let you go, Hamp, because I got a lot to say, but I'm gonna let you go. Wow.
Nah, I just wonder, salute to Chev, who qualified you to call a man a bitch?
I didn't mean to offend people, but there are, when I say bitch, I mean that this man had a lot of female tendencies that were not on the positive side. When a
Like what?
female steps out of her character and she takes that anger to another level, what do people call her? A bitch. So for me, when a man sabotages the woman that he's with, when he, intentionally does things to make sure he breaks her down, you're moving in.
You know what's interesting, Chev? Let me interject. You know what's interesting? You chose to come up here and emasculate that man. You could have made your point in different ways, but you made that decision. So what that tells me is, I think you do that in real life too, meaning off the internet, right? So at a point, did he put his hands on you?
Yes. And that's why I left the relationship.
Okay, so that's the only reason why you left.
Did you ask her a good question, Hamp? And I mean, did it never? Do I? Well, let me not. I said it's nothing.
Go ahead, Truth. Go ahead, Truth.
Did you do anything to warrant him putting his hands on you?
What he told. A little background.
I want to know what you did, though. I keep hearing he and D and B and.
That's what I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask him.
Put his hands on me was what he thought was not it.
We on the same page.
At the time, I lost my job where I had a job. I lost it because I was falling into a depression over our relationship. Cool. I lost my job and I opened a hookah business. We flew down to Miami to work on this hookah business or whatever the case may be. He went through my laptop. He saw that I was creating some illegal documents. And he asked me, how did I learn to do this and what this was going on? He thought it was another guy. It wasn't. It was my statements I was editing. I was going to do something illegal to make a quick buck. And basically, he thought that I was seeing somebody else because he saw another name on the fake statement. So he put his hands on me. Mind you, come to find out later on, he was already seeing 3 other women at the time.
I got a question.
A bitch nigga, and that's why I don't have the respect, because for you to put your hands on somebody, accuse them of cheating while you're already cheating is insane. So
I got a
warrant for him to put,
I got two questions.
Go ahead.
I got 2 questions actually. My first question is, what? I don't want to speak on none of the stuff he did. What in the entire relationship did you do wrong?
I would say not clarify certain things that I was doing. Like I just went ahead and did it because I had to provide for both of us. So if I saw an opportunity, I took it. I didn't give no insight, no understanding, so I could see where that could get a little murky. But
see, so when you explain to us what he did wrong, he's a bitch ass nigga. But when you explain to us what you did wrong, you explaining why you did it, and here's the reasoning why, and because I did that for us and this, that. Like your wrong is not adding up to you being wrong at all. It's like you're not really taking accountable because it was a little murky. I did it for us because I need to make us some like, nah, you did wrong. You don't really want to tell us what you did wrong. And he was a bitch ass nigga only when he hit you, but you was with him all them other years. He had to have been a bitch ass nigga for the other years too, but you stayed. You waited for him to hit you, and then he was a bitch ass nigga.
No, he was.
But he didn't become a bitch ass nigga once he hit you. He was a bitch ass nigga before that.
Exactly. But I didn't learn that. So a little bit more.
I can't hear.
Can you hear me now?
No, Luck gotta go out and come back in. Go ahead. Go ahead, Chef. I can hear her. Luck,
go ahead, come back.
On the phone.
I want to answer him, but a little bit more insight, which I don't know if that makes me inexperienced or not, but I've only had 2 relationships in my life before this past relationship, which is the bitch nigga, and then my first relationship. That was 12 years, then 7 years. So I did not know he was a bitch nigga. So yes, he was a bitch nigga then, all throughout the years. And the reason I stayed was because I watched my mother stay and endure so many things, which I had to learn later on. It's not what you do.
Come on, Chef. Come
on. Ham, cook, Ham. Ham, you better cook.
No, remember, Chef, you said that you had to provide for both of y'all.
Exactly.
Stop. I know. So to slow it down. Take this walk with me. You've identified too many traits that are unbecoming of a man, right?
Yes.
And you continue to stay there, right? At a point, at what part is your fault? At what point have you should have
The
done
whole thing
something
was my
differently?
fault. I should have been
Okay,
left.
because that's what Luck was asking you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it
Okay,
was like the finger
that's
pointing, but
probably
there's so
what
many
went
things.
on.
Yeah, hold on. So there's so many things in which you can control that you didn't. Right? That's
Yes.
what Luck was trying to ask you. Okay, so let's start this over. We want to know what you should have done differently. Those are the key points that Luck was trying to draw out and Truth was
That's
trying to
it.
bring out.
Okay. I should have left at my first red flag.
So you bringing it back on him again. What
No,
should
I
you,
should have
what
left
should, no, listen, no, listen, no, listen. I'm not trying to be aggressive. I'm asking you a simple question. What should you have done differently that you could have avoided you doing wrong?
We're listening.
Say it one more time.
What could you have done differently from you of avoiding what you could have done wrong?
I don't see it.
She's perfect.
She's you're an amazing woman. Get out of here.
Yeah,
She don't need to
gone.
be up here.
She's
She's
out of here.
amazing. She's amazing.
Now, this is what y'all don't understand, and then I'm gonna land a plane with this, right? Oh, damn, my bro. I'm gonna land a plane with this, and I want to see. And I'm upset with the women.
Your
and
mic,
I want to know how
Truth.
the women feel, right? So let me get this right. Have you ever heard the saying, "If you'll lie, you'll steal"? Anybody ever heard that? And
Yep.
if
Yes.
you steal, you kill, right? So is it a fair assessment that if you'll scam, you'll cheat?
Of course.
Is that pretty fair? If you're a scam, you're a cheat. If you're willing to forge some documents, you probably forge some dick in you too, right? Is that a fair assessment? Ladies, listen. So with that being said, right, and I want, because I feel like y'all are hearing, but y'all hearing with girl ears and not logical ears, and I'm gonna let y'all go. He went in my laptop. He seen some sketchy behavior that it was a name that, no, that man went in that laptop. She lost her job. He probably was providing. And I know the fuck you not out here entertaining another man. You done lost your job because you depressed, but you got time to be entertaining somebody and learning some new scams? Not saying that it was right that he hit her, but I'm just giving you objectivity. I want to know, and any lady can go, how do y'all feel about what she just said and the lack of accountability of what just went on here?
But this
Well,
is
I
my
just
thing.
wanted
If it
to
was,
say,
there's a difference
on.
between being honest and being transparent, because if what she was doing was for the greater good of the relationship, she would have been transparent about it. Her honesty that she thought was telling him, this is what I'm doing. And truthfully, we all know it wasn't honest, but if it was for the good of the relationship for everybody, she would have been like, listen, this is what I'm about to do. This is going to work out for both of us. So you will know going into it. That wasn't honest or transparency. So yeah, nah.
Because proper conduct does not fear exposure. Her conduct was not proper. That's why she's, because this is the thing. If you my chick and you say, hey, Truth, look, I got this fish on the line. You know we down bad, but he got a little 20 piece, little 30,000. Hey, babe, go get that money, babe. We a team. Baby, go get that money. But nah, you probably had to do some unsavory things in order to get. I want her to come back up here too. My man said she's solid. She got to come back up here. Let's go with what is that? Uma B.
Hi guys, I'm here for the audition. Hi everyone.
You in the building, you late as shit. I'm not letting you live.
Listen, sir, kindly, respectfully, the line was long.
I give you that for sure. All right, well.
Great response.
I'm not mad at that. Listen, one thing I never argue was the truth. How do you feel about what you just heard from this young lady? Like, did you hear any of it?
I was hearing some of it while I was trying to get in. There was a little bit of a audio problem, but the lack of accountability was there, right? And then when she started talking, like, I don't like when people talk about their exes and they always talk about their exes in a negative light, because there's always two sides to a story. So we don't know his side. We don't know what really went on. We just go off of her account, you know? And there was just some things, there was like some red flags I was listening to, and I was just like, okay, something's just not adding up here. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Slim.
It's
you can't hear nobody. You can hear us? Come on.
It's not on beauty. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Because it was not working well. I'm sorry. Hey guys, my name is Nicole. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a case manager. I don't really have like a platform or anything like that, but I do advocate for like homeless people and the disabled and elderly and people with mental health and substance abuse. So I just want to just bring that to the light, like share that with everyone.
Okay.
Can I comment?
Yes.
I wanted to comment, and when you asked me the question earlier, and I mentioned mindset, that's what I meant with the young lady that was on the panel. Her mindset as looking and perceiving men as being a BAN, that can stop you from having or getting a great man. That's just all I wanted to say.
Absolutely. Next lady, Ro Picardo.
Yeah.
Talk to me. How you feel about that?
About the girl that just got off?
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like she's still going through the pain of like her relationship with him, but she's not over it. And that was her way of like expressing it. Everybody could hear it and see it.
Okay. All right, maybe that wasn't a good question. How did that make you feel as a woman that's been in a relationship that maybe didn't go how you felt as though it should have went, right? But after it goes a certain way, like how did that make you feel? Like, because we all go through things, right? Like we all have breakups, right? We all feel slighted, right? Especially when a relationship's over, right? Breakups don't break even. That's one of my favorite sayings. I don't know if y'all ever heard that, but breakups don't break even. So we get that, right? But was it a little bit distasteful to come on a platform and call him all types of B words and this, that, and like, did you see the lack of accountability or no? Was there no lack of accountability?
Yeah, I just feel like she don't have any accountability because she really don't think she did nothing wrong though. Like she can't have accountability for something that she feel like she didn't do anything wrong, but while we're listening to her and evaluating her while she's talking, we can see what she did wrong. She snuck behind his back and did something where you could have just said, I'm about to get this money from this nigga. And we gonna, like, if she was honest up front about it, he want to go through the laptop, and why did he go through the laptop in the first place? It's just so many, her story, it's just so many breaks about what I didn't understand what was going on.
Okay. HAMP, go ahead. HAMP, you got a question for them or
I want to give my opinion on what I think about the young lady.
Yes, I like how you jumped into. Please, that's what I'm saying. Yes,
Yes,
come on.
because as a woman, I really feel empathetic for her because as women, you know, I think accountability is key. We've all been in situations where we've worn our pain or our pain was shown in what we said. Truth, you said something earlier about, you know, teaching us how to communicate. So for one, she was a poor communicator, but I think it's because she hasn't thought it through. Because as you guys asked her questions, she struggled with answering. She couldn't even like fathom the things you guys were saying. And it's because it goes back to her not knowing her power, not knowing her position. She don't have no structure. She don't have no balance in her life or in her relationship. And that's what it looks like. So it really hurts to see that she's confused more than anything. You know what I mean? And she came on here, thought she was going to cook, calling him a man, when really she exposed all of her deepest fears, insecurities, and her flaws. So it sucks to see women kind of embarrass themselves like that. And I think as all women, we got to do better.
I agree with that.
Mimi, I got a question. Mimi, you married and all that?
I'm married, but I am in a domestic partnership. Yes.
What does that mean?
Yeah, please.
In a relationship. I'm in a relationship.
In a relationship? So he not willing to marry you?
Well, yeah, he's willing to marry me. It was, I mean, child support. You know, he got child support. So I didn't know at the time when we first got together how to prevent my money from being on child support. You know?
Yeah, he had child support before he married you. So that's his debt. So, is he not willing to marry you?
Yeah, he's willing to marry me.
Well, kind of not, right? Because you're in a domestic partnership, huh?
It's circumstantial, you know, but I get how you will look at it and say he's not willing, but of course it's deeper than that. It's more to it than that. So
what, child support that you're not gonna be responsible for?
You do be responsible for child support. If he, even though he has a child support order in place, once we get married and our income becomes one, she can go to the court system and she can ask for a modification based on a higher income. That's the thing.
He take care of you?
Hold on, luck. Because maybe I know, like one thing I wanted to mind out. You got all the right answers, but I wonder if they actually manifest when you living in the earth, right? So what he did was lie to you. That's not true. So now that you know that's not true, are you gonna go back to him and ask him why he ain't marrying you?
Well, no, he didn't tell me that. That's what my understanding was.
So that's not even his excuse. So why is it your excuse?
That's because I don't want my money to be tied in under child support.
Hey, I can ask a question, Ham.
Yeah, go ahead. Hold up.
Do he, as a man, does he take care of you?
Yeah.
He
No, he
does.
don't.
You hesitated.
So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. His money's good enough to take care of you, but it's not good enough for y'all to join it and him put it towards his kids.
No, my money ain't good enough to pay for kids. That's not mine. No.
But his money is good enough to take care of you.
His money doesn't just take care of me. We take care of each other.
Now it's the other way around. You just told me he take care of you.
You said as a man, does he take care of me? So yeah, he takes care of me as a man, but it's a partnership. So it's two people. You know, it's not like a traditional.
Say that again. Say that again. It's a what?
It's a partnership.
That's what happens when you when you go into that marriage, it becomes a partnership, but that you don't want to go into because you don't want y'all's money.
Yeah, I
You
mean
would rather it be his money.
everybody's marriage value is different. I honestly didn't grow up valuing marriage like that. That is something that I will be transparent about and say that's something that I've become to value in this relationship because he did push it. But that's not something that was important to me at first. You know what I'm saying? Is the truth. So.
You with the for better, not really the for worse.
So Mimi, you have
say what?
children with
Hold on,
him?
repeat that. Hold on, what he say?
I say you're with the for better, not really the for worse.
No, I'm with the for better and for worse.
You can't be.
The marriage doesn't define that to me.
The combined child support is for worse.
May I say something, please, if y'all don't mind?
Yes, go ahead.
This was so triggering to me. You say that you love him, that you are. First of all, how long have you guys been together in your domestic partnership?
Going on 10 years.
Wow. And so you guys been in the
my
domestic.
Hero.
Hold on, bro. Chill. I'll let y'all go. I didn't say one word. So
yeah, let's go.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys have been in this domestic HAMP. Can I cook, bro? Please, can I cook, bro?
Nice. Yo, talk your shit.
Go ahead and cook. You have to remember, y'all standards don't set the standard for everyone's situation.
No, ma'am. I'm not even. Listen, I'm married. I can care less. Listen, hear me out though. I'm just going somewhere with this. So you've been in a 10-year domestic. What is it called? A domestic what?
A domestic partnership.
Okay, cool. So you've been in a 10-year domestic partnership, right? And you said that it is a partnership. That's the main word. That's one of the base words. Partnership,
Yes.
right? But you said that he's pushed for the marriage, but you're hesitant of the marriage because your money is good enough to help your man, but not the children. You don't think the children are a part of that man? Like, I've never met a woman, and maybe this is new, but I've never met a woman that has gotten to a relationship with a man that has children, and she didn't want to step up and have an active role with those kids. So that was alarming to me. For you to say, well, yeah, my money's good enough, but it ain't good enough to help take care of his kids, that is selfish as hell. So then my question would be, do you have any children?
Okay, so let me respond to the first thing. I do have children. Yes, I have children.
I'm not done. How many children do you have?
4 children.
And who do the children live with?
They live with us.
And does he do anything for your children?
Yeah.
You have a good night. So yeah, that was dope, man. I appreciate y'all, man. And she was amazing. Did you hear the selfishness? Are we serious here?
Oh my God.
Are we serious? No, this is what we got to get into. Are we serious here? So hold on, because I just am I tripping, y'all? I'm just saying, my money is good enough to provide for the children under this roof. He's taking care of 4 that isn't his. But if the disposition was, you could tell that there's like a distaste for those kids. I wish my wife would look at me talking about, yeah, my money ain't gonna be looking out for your kids. Then this relationship can't exist.
Absolutely.
Amen.
What the fuck are we talking about here?
Ain't no way in the world.
This is no one. Never mind. I'm sorry, Ham. Go ahead. I'm done. Go ahead.
Nah, you know that's what be happening, Truth, right? And look, you be hearing it. They got all the right answers. And all you have to do is ask one answer that'll uncover and then they put themselves in the bathroom.
Just let them talk. When you let them talk, you gonna find out. They say I heard an old man tell me one time, you want to know why a woman is single? Talk to her for 10 minutes.
Wow. Wow. And there's going to be a lot of people that get upset with me, right? But I'm big on marriage. Let me put this link in the chat. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna get into this. Hit the link to join, Molly. Hold up. We got somebody that want to come up. And like I said, for everybody that's here, man, we appreciate you guys. You guys are definitely giving some great answers. Like I said, you're not up here with no small fish. We all do this for a living. We have a great time doing this. If you are enjoying this show tonight, man, hit the likes, hit the thumbs up, man. I want you guys to definitely share the live as well, and I'll bring some people back. There is no hard feelings. I know a lot of people like, oh, he's kicking people off. It's because we had to give people a chance to cool off and really realize the things that they're saying. So we really appreciated her for being up here. I hope that you don't take that sour, or that you have an attitude about any of that just went on. We were all baffled with the domesticated partnership, or however you tried to. What unmarried is what we'll just call it. Yes, Miss Di Beat, so unique. Yes.
Just call me that. I just wanted to comment on the child support situation, and that's probably why I don't have a man, because of the mindset that she has. My ex, I kind of felt like because I was on child support, he didn't want to leap and take that step because of her experience. And I just thought that I wanted to share that because I'm being real.
May I say this about a marriage real quick? Is anybody else up here married? Well, I know Hamp is, but besides me and Hamp, is anybody else married? No? Okay, let me give you some game about marriage real quick, right? And Lux says some of the coolest shit in the world. That's why he's my co-host to my podcast. You just want the better part. Like you don't want any of the worst. You just want the better part. Let me explain something to you about a marriage. We're going to figure it the fuck out, right? Because that piece of paper means something, right? Like it's like people ask me like, Truth, why did you get married? I said she had to have my last name. I couldn't sleep at night. Like it was fucking mandatory. So if it was child support, if she was at war with a mafia family, whatever came with her, I wanted that shit. I had to have it. So if you're in a relationship with somebody that don't feel like we gonna go balls to the wall for it, then what are we doing anyway? Love is not meant to be thought about. You love with your heart, not your brain. Respectfully, and I just had to get that in there. I want you guys to hit the likes. I want you guys to turn the chat up, man. I am so appreciative for all of you guys. We cooking tonight. We cooking with grease. Chev, welcome back to the chat, baby. We appreciate you. Long hair, don't care. And I like her. She's not a poor sport. DJ Hamp actually requested. He pulled strings here. He got you back up here. Ice Dow, who are you? Are you related to Cash? Ice Dow.
Ice Dog, can you hear him?
I'm trying to rock with you, but I got my folks Molly in the back, and I'm gonna have to hit you with the boot. Molly, what's up, Molly?
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hey. All right, so what we gotta do is get a little bit of order, right? Because I want to give everybody a chance to speak, right? Because I want to know how dope you guys are. And this is the gag, right? You can't be on a podcast without asking questions as well. So I don't want to feel like I'm just the host, right?
I want to ask questions.
Okay. Well, you know what? I like you took initiative. Okay, what's the question?
I've been waiting. I'm trying to be respectful. Okay, so when you just said, because you and your co-hosts are the only two married people on here, right?
Unfortunately.
And you said that, well, you know, if she had child support or whatever the case may be, you wanted that, right? So my question to you, specifically to the married people, do you feel that there's a lack of unconditional love in today's relationships?
Wow, that's a great question. Do I think that there's a lack of unconditional love? This is one thing that I'll tell you. I don't believe in unconditional love. I love everybody with conditions, right? And I have to love you with conditions because if I don't have a barrier up to make sure that at the end of the day, I'm okay, then this is how you continuously get effed over, right? Like, I don't know how it was for y'all growing up, but like in my household, no matter what my brother did, no matter what my sister did, no matter what my mother did, you always had to forgive them. That's your mom, that's your brother. That's bullshit. Because what that'll make is you nothing but a doormat, right? And it'll drain you. And people will literally suck all of the life out of you. And because you're supposed to love them unconditionally, this is how you'll end up Schitt's Creek without a paddle, respectfully. That's my answer. I don't know what the fellas feel about that.
Indeed, yeah. No, I think reciprocity is uberly important in a relationship, and so that's why you need the conditions, you know. And so when people say that unconditional love or agape is unrealistic, the people that you love like that can oftentimes hurt you the most. So if you're not giving me as much as I give you, put you in the bathroom.
Maybe I'm using the wrong word, but how would you explain what Truth just said about, you know, even whatever baggage my wife came with, I didn't care. I wanted to marry her.
Okay.
And we're seeing from the other lady, right, who has like these things like, well, I don't know, we got all these things, why we can't get married. So what do you guys think it is?
Let me answer for you because you asked the question for me, right? So you spoke of unconditional love. I spoke of coming into a situation being on whatever my wife is on. I'm talking about backing her play. So backing her play and having unconditional love is not the
It's
same thing,
different.
right? Just because I'll go to war for you doesn't mean that I'll be a fool for you. Does that make sense? And so
Yeah.
usually, right, when you get people that speak of this unconditional love, that's usually a way for them to manipulate you and use and abuse you till you have nothing left. I love my wife with everything in me, but I don't love her more than me. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to
I
have
get it.
conditions, right? Because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, when I came out of my mother, I came out of my mother alone. When I went into that prison cell, I went into that prison cell alone. And when they put that box on me and throw the dirt on top of me, I'll do that alone. I believe in you have to have something left in the tank for you. Because what if she gets up and walks away? If my whole life is wrapped up and consumed on what we are as a whole, I'll have nothing if she decides to pull it away. Because as much as I would like to believe that she's mine, nobody belongs to anybody, respectfully.
Yeah. That's a great answer. Thank you.
Where was we? Oh, somebody sent us a big super sticker too. I forgot your name, baby. Thank you so much. She said Hamp and Truth split it. I'm gonna let Hamp have it, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man, for everybody that's tapping in. Hit the likes. If you want questions answered for the people that are on the super panel, make sure y'all hit the super sticker. I will highlight it. So now we're gonna get the row, right? Because I feel like then we're gonna go down the line and I'm gonna let the ladies assemble their questions. Do you have a question or would you like a question asked, Miss Rowe?
You can ask me a question.
Oh shit, okay. Let me see what I got for you. How do you feel about men being financially celibate? You want me to elaborate?
Yes, please.
So what I've noticed, right, is that we get these women who have consumed too many penises, right? And so what they'll do is they'll get 35, 40, right? And then all of a sudden they want to close down the coochie, right? Maybe because of trauma, maybe because of pussy mismanagement, right? Like, or maybe just because all of a sudden they're having like a come with Jesus moment, right? And so because of their trauma, their greatest thinking is, well, I'm going to cut the vagina off and I want to be celibate until marriage, right? And so I feel like as men, because there's 3 men up here. And I know that we've all spent money on a woman that wasn't worth it, or we found out that she wasn't ish, right? And so we're traumatized because you done took our money and we took you on trips and we bought that engagement ring and we not with you and we couldn't get it back and we bought bags. And so I feel like if you can go on a pussy celibacy journey, then I'm financially celibate until we get married. How do you feel about that?
I'm not dealing with nobody who's financially celibate at all. Wow. That's weird.
Okay. Really?
But I say that because I feel like I need to be with a man who's like generous, or like I am. Like I do the same things back for a man that he would do for me. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want to be with anybody who's fucking stingy or not generous or not. To me, that's just being stingy.
I'm financially celibate. I'm not stingy. Like when you marry me, you can get the world. But until we lock that in, I'm just financially celibate.
Then we can't have a relationship. That's just me. I'm sorry. That's just me. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I just can't be. I'm not going to be. I've never been in a relationship with any man, whether he was, top NBA player or somebody that was, a lawyer or whatever he was, that didn't try to do anything for me financially. That's weird. Like if I'm
really,
I don't get that.
So how do you feel about a woman on a celibacy journey then? Will be my next
question.
I think
that's fucking stupid. If you've been giving your pussy out for 40 years and now all of a sudden you want to hold on to it and you want to get married, that doesn't make sense to me either. Like that's fucking dumb to me.
I ain't mad at her first answer now.
Okay, I'm not mad at you.
She consistent.
I'm just making sure though that your coochie can't be closed, but my wallet can be open. That's all I want to make sure.
I mean, I know women, like, I think a lot of women right now on this, like, this journey of being, like, divine feminine and, like, having the right energy. And, like, I feel like a lot of people are on that road right now, right? So they might want to be celibate for a little bit to try to get their stuff together. And that's fine. But just telling the man, I'm not having sex with you until you get married is corny to me because, first of all, I'm not marrying no dick that I ain't touched yet. That's weird.
But should we be spending money on a woman that we're not sexually active with?
You can. I mean, if that's
no,
what
I'm asking
do.
you. Should we be? If we're actively dating, and I'm not talking about a dinner, right? Dinner
Like
is
dating,
fucking
yeah.
nothing. I'll take a homeless person to dinner, right? What I'm saying is, we actively dating. We hitting it a little bit. We staying at the Post Oak and all of that, like, you know, and shit like that. And, come on, you know, I live here. So we staying at the Post Oak and all of that, and we vibing, and we hitting the strip. We acting up. You getting into this pocket. We done went to the Galleria. I let you fuck Shanae up and all of that. We acting up.
Right.
Am I getting this coochie, or are you allowed to be withholding this coochie if I'm dropping this bag?
Why would she give you the coochie? She should be getting wet now.
I agree.
I
Listen,
like,
listen, you
why,
my nigga.
Are you gonna give your
Hey.
to a nigga that ain't doing shit for you? Don't get pussy to a nigga who's taking care of you.
Hey,
like
bro,
that.
chest bump, bro.
Hey, I got a question. Does any woman up here feel differently?
I don't feel differently, but I was asked to wait until marriage before we were intimate. And I obliged because I allowed him to lead.
And how was it?
Did you look at the dick first?
What I will say, because of that experience, I had a greater connection with that man outside of the sex. There was a great connection. I am divorced now, but yes, I did have a greater connection with that man.
Excellent connection.
It was disconnected. It was just not what I thought it was gonna be.
Is that why you divorced?
No. He just wanted to give it out to everybody. He thought it was more than what it was.
He was generous. He was generous with whack dick. Oh,
it's whack though. It's whack though, so it's all right. He could have gave it out to everybody else.
His issue was he was one of those men that tried to substitute the lack of he didn't have it there, but he had it big in his pockets.
Ooh, baby dick, big pockets. Bad combo.
But well, I guess my question is, though, you didn't get married for sex. You got married for the connection. You got married for the connection that you said was supreme.
I did.
So why'd you give all that up just because he was slinging poor dick to additional women?
Because I wasn't about to wait until my HIV test came back positive.
Huh? Stop.
Because I wasn't about to wait for my HIV test to come back
So you're saying
positive.
something that wasn't important, you sacrificed everything for that thing that wasn't important.
It was definitely important. I saw it.
You just said, right? You got my brothers laughing at the nigga because you said his dick was Snoop Dogg shit. So now
You never said it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. It wasn't the size. It was about what he can do with what he had.
He couldn't do nothing with it.
Yo, but look, take this walk with me. She said baby dick, or Truth said baby
I
dick.
never said that did not come out of my
corrected
mouth.
myself. Truth said baby dick pause, and she laughed. That means she agreed.
I laugh. That doesn't mean that I'm agreeing. I just laugh
Don't mean you disagree.
That was his sentiment of it.
But I'm just asking though. He had big pockets, right? You said that the connection was unreal, unlike anything you ever had before.
It was definitely there.
Why break everything down for sex that you don't care about?
It wasn't just about the sex. The reason why I left, it was a lot of different things that
That's what you
brought
said.
our
I'm just
marriage.
going off of what you told us.
No, it was a lot of different things that broke our marriage up. But that was a determining factor.
So was the connection really that deep?
It was definitely deep. But once we went to counseling, I determined that he wasn't willing to put forth the effort and the work.
Well, we knew
I
it
had to
wasn't
walk away.
deep, but
Huh?
I said, well, we knew that it wasn't deep, but we get it.
Yeah. Okay, let me see.
Okay, so
any
next,
other women feel that way? So y'all all feel like a woman should not be celibate or abstinent until she get married.
If you already fucked it, what you being celibate for? If you
Now,
already had sex before.
No, we
If
know.
you
how
are,
feel.
yeah.
I'm trying to see who agree with you.
Oh,
I definitely agree.
Yeah, I agree.
If a man is
I
actually
definitely
dating
agree.
you and courting you, and he's spending time is money for me. So why all of a sudden you got kids, you didn't let babies come out, you let all, and all of a sudden this man, and he may be the man for you. Now you're gonna withhold sex based upon what? What's your premise for it?
To get money. If you hold out on sex, it's because you hold out on sex to make sure.
But relationships and dating is an investment. Why does this man continue to invest in you, but you not invest?
So you believe in investing? You believe in investing in your man?
Of course.
Would you
I'm
pay
not
for
gonna
the
ask a
first?
man to do
Would you
anything for me, to me, or with me that I'm not willing, able, or capable of reciprocating.
Would you pay
That's
for the
good.
first date or first
I
trip?
sure would. I have before.
I like her. You
Me
go,
too.
girl.
I have
Me too.
before.
Damn, I don't truth. I like her too. I got her on the list,
No
but I don't think
issues.
she got. I think her attitude ain't that good. Yeah, I
No.
could see it, bro.
Lie.
Like, like take this walk with me, truth. She been locking niggas up all day. She come home, hey nigga, you know what I do with these cuffs? You
But
feel
I'm gonna
me?
be honest with you. I'm not one of those people. I actually, you can ask anybody. I'm one of the
On me.
probation parole officers.
I've
I
been
would
on
try to help
probation.
you.
On
I'm
me,
not one
me.
of them.
I got a
No.
question then. I got a question. Me to you, right? Ain't nobody. You ever had a crush on one of them inmates?
Not at all.
Come on, cut the
I
fucking
can
Man,
say
come
I
on,
can
now
say that he's
stop.
attractive, but crossing that line, never.
ma'am,
I will go
ma'am,
to jail.
ma'am. Let
It's
me ask
not
you.
worth it.
Let me ask you a question.
I
And
can't
that's
do
gonna be.
jail.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Are there any men on this panel that you think that is attractive?
Of course.
And so, okay, and I don't even need to know, right? You don't even have to put a title on it, right? You don't even got to put a finger on it, right? I was an inmate, and I know all about the POs and the federal counselors, and they giving it up. So that's why I'm trying to figure
I was a
out.
bail bondsman for 15 years. I don't mix business with pleasure. I'm not going to jail. You know, that is a PREA case. You're going straight to the penitentiary.
You was in a marriage with a man with whack dick. That's prison. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, but anyway, let's go ahead and land that plane. And I think the initial question was, and I'm glad that Molly the body here. Molly, do you feel like a lot of women overvalue themselves in today's dating pool? That's why they're so unsuccessful.
Yes, and that's because they're dealing with bums. And so they think because they're better than this bum they just dealing with, they're just all of a sudden super valuable. But really, you shouldn't have been dealing with this guy who ain't it. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's going on like repetitively, dealing with guys that ain't it, and now they just walk around like, and now when they really do get with a good guy, they treat him like crap because they think he's a bum like the last guy.
Ladies, how do you feel? Do you feel like a lot of women can't date successfully because they overvalue themselves?
Their value is now is being based upon how many degrees they have, or the women that say, "Oh, I
Never.
don't have any
It was.
kids, so I'm
It was
so
never.
valuable because I don't
It
have
was
any
never.
kids."
It was never. You want to know what makes you valuable as a woman? Let
Your
me tell
pussy.
you. You better know it, but not because of it's good, but the exclusivity of it, your mannerisms, right? Like your pussy, you can't be exclusive and be accessible.
Exactly.
Those two things don't go together, right? So there's no
Like
way,
oil and
right,
vinegar.
that you can say that you're a high value woman and that pussy is low tier, right? And so what's going on now is you have a lot of women who have had horrible pussy management, right? And so what they'll do is they'll be 35, 40, 45, 50, right? And they'll go get the lipo 360 and the new titties and blah, blah, blah. And you know the saying, new year, new pussy, new body, new pussy. He hit the old body. No, he didn't, because you still got the same fucking bird brain. And so what makes
Oh
a woman
wow.
valuable is her pussy management. I'm just telling you, like, when we have these conversations, and I'm not talking about, because a lot of women, let me, in fact, I got a better question for him, man. What do y'all think? And we're gonna start with Rowan, then go down the line. What is your definition of a high value man?
Definition of a high value man is just, what do you mean? Like nowadays, or what women want?
Baby, what is your definition of, I don't, what do you think when you heard it? Because you laughed. So when you heard it,
Because I feel like
what
it's
is
not
your
really high
definition?
value. I feel like there's like, okay, this is my honest opinion. I feel like there's not that many high value men out that's left around, honestly. And I feel like the ones that are around, everybody wants those few men, and so all these women are trying to get these 10 guys that are high value. Not to say that's the actual number, but like I just feel like there's way more men than, I don't know.
I need a definition, but listen, ready? Let me slow this down for you, because I like you. Let me slow this down for you. I got my pen and paper. Let me get my pen and let me get my paper. Tell me the characteristics of a high value man. I need the definition.
Somebody that is self-sufficient.
Okay.
That has money. Somebody that takes care of their family and believes in God and is taller than 6 foot.
So let me get this right. I just want to make sure I got this right. Self-sufficient, family man. God, did you say God-fearing? God-fearing. And what was that other one I thought I heard?
Just taller because I'm tall. You said for me, right?
How tall are you?
5'9".
Taller, but it was one that really jumped out, and I think we're missing it, right? Because we said just want to make it. My ears are fucked. Self-sufficient, family man, God-fearing, taller, but it was one that you said before all of those, right? It was he has to have what?
Have money.
Okay.
Or at least, make a living.
No. You live with no, bro. Stay right there. Park. So that's her definition of a high value man. Okay, that's Rose. We'll get back to that, bro. Whole lot of noise. What is your definition of a high value man?
At 43 years old, a high value man for me is one that comes in that is very intentional, one that has purpose, one that's driven, and one that knows who he is.
Purpose. Okay. And DY Beat So you got a hell of a name. Beat So Unique.
He said die.
Oh, Die Beat So Unique.
Die.
You're muted, baby. You're muted.
You muted, Die.
Great lighting, nice glasses is a vibe. I'm feeling you. Come on, talk to me.
You can call me Di for short. No, just morals, and you just gotta have morals and compassion in my case, and have empathy. Because if you are that stand-up woman, you're gonna bring all of those high value qualities out of a man. So yeah.
Okay. Stephanie, how are you?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm good. In regards to the question, empathy, well-roundedness, grounded, able to lead. Money's not an issue, like the last lady said. If you're willing to go through it, you're willing to build it. And as a woman, you bring to the table plus. We multiply. We're supposed to multiply. So if you give us your heart, your mind, and your spirit, and we know it's for real, we have no problem giving you the world.
I kind of like that. That was a pretty decent answer. Molly, what's a high value man to you, young lady?
A man who's got standards.
Wow. Okay. That's it.
Yeah, that goes for everything.
Chev, talk to me. I know he can't be a bitch ass nigga. That's what I do know. No bitch assness.
No. God-fearing can lead, financially stable. I'm not saying you gotta make 6 figures, but financially stable, have some type of stability.
And he can't have a pussy.
No, thank you. We can't make
Okay,
that.
no, I just like to be clear. Queenie,
you can't
what's up?
produce. What we gonna make?
For sure. You can bump clips though. I seen it. Queenie, talk to me. What's going on?
A high value man is consistent, not confusing. He has discipline.
Hold up, slow that down. That was a bar. Hold on. I'm doing that video tomorrow. Consistent and not confusing. Okay, keep going.
He has discipline. He leads but does not control. He is emotionally intelligent, and he provides something of value. And it doesn't have to be monetary.
So let me ask you this then, because you must practice that in the mirror. That response, boy, God.
That's therapy. That's therapy.
Like I was ready to throw my drawers at the screen. Like if we was at a concert, I'd have threw my drawers on the stage. Wow. So how did you feel that Ro put money in the equation when she said what consists of a high value man?
I didn't. When she said money, I didn't look at it as literally the money. I think that and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I understood this.
Oh my God, man, money is money. So
I understood this.
This is this fantasy stuff with these women. That's like me saying,
I ain't gonna tell her what she mean.
Hold up, that's like me saying, hold up, Queenie. That's like me saying black, and you saying, well, I didn't really take it as he said black. I thought that he meant black with a hint of red because black can actually turn into red. Well, like money is money.
Not necessarily, because it's about what money represents. Money represents stability, protection, and support.
She's a grown woman. If she wanted to say stability, and she said money,
I know what she's saying, but I'm telling you what it represents.
Do you think a woman with hair like that is not specific? Is that what you believe? Do you think a woman with her shit died and fried like that is not intentional?
Now my shit
Okay. Well, I'm looking at it as in what money represents. You have to be able to take care of yourself, just like you want us to be able to take care of ourselves, so we can come together and we can make sure we're straight, right?
I'm gonna let you live because I like you. I'm gonna back off you because she meant money, and Hamp, you know she meant money. We know she meant
Hamp
money.
know me. Hamp know me outside of this.
So you know she mean money. Am I lying, Hamp? Oh no.
Hamp know I work harder on this motherfucker, so you know.
Say that.
Hamp,
There was so truth. I caught. There's something interesting. She said self-sufficient first, right? And then she expounded on it. So I wanted to ask for clarity. Because self-sufficient mean that he got to be able to take care of himself, not maybe extravagance. So, Ro, can you clarify?
My phone is breaking up. Say it again.
Could you hit? I don't know. Could you hear Truth better?
It's my. I'm sure it was my because it's storming over here. Say it again. I'm sorry.
Okay, now I was just telling the truth because you said self-sufficient, and then you kind of talked about money a little bit more, but those two things seem to intertwine. Can you clarify?
To me, being self-sufficient is somebody just got their shit together. Like, you got a job, you take care of yourself, you know, you work, you got a car. Like, I don't have to come pick you up and drop your ass to work type thing. Like, you know, to me, that's being self-sufficient is basically the basic of what anybody should have, in my opinion.
Okay, so you're not looking for extravagance.
I mean, of course, I want somebody that I live a certain kind
So
of
money
way,
is money, like Truth said. Yeah. So Queenie, money is money. Yeah. She not that's not excluding her from making her own money, but money is money.
I seen through it like glass. I knew exactly what she meant. See, when you gotta understand when you listen to people talk, don't take it the wrong way though, bro. Like
I'm not. I don't fuck with broken ass niggas anyway. So I
listen, energy is energy. So money, no money, money here, money, money. You understand money? My whole room is green, baby. That's not by coincidence. My whole room green. My laptop I'm talking to you on green. You see this shit? This shit green. You see the lettering on here? This shit green. I know green when I see green.
My name is green. I see it.
See what I'm saying? You understand me? So what? And then you got to understand. I've counseled thousands of women. If I don't know how to do anything, I know how to listen. It just seemed like I talk a lot. So when you first came on, you was like, yeah, I dated them all. The ball players, the boop, bop, bam. And one thing we know about niggas that play ball, what do they have outside the court? Money. See, y'all be listening with your heart and not with your ears. Truth is around. This is what I do. But anyway, so you didn't hear money. You heard French and a whole bunch of other stuff. So we gonna get off Queenie. So let me see who says something prolific. Okay, Stephanie said something prolific. Stephanie basically said that a man's core values about who he is and what he is, more so about his character, right? So you being a woman, how did it make you feel that she involved finances into the equation? Is that real love to involve finances?
To me, no, because one thing about me is I feel like I came from nothing. I'm still nothing. And at the end of the day, I'm not a millionaire. I don't have a lot of money. I do well, but in order to build something tight, something solid that you want to hold on forever, I believe that you could be homeless on the street and you should be able to build that together and come up together if it's really, down for that. I'm not saying I'm homeless, but you can't look at somebody for financial value just because that's how
I'm
you
backing your play. I'm backing your play. And I get what you're saying. And I understand what you're saying. And I'm feeling you. Because that's how I feel. I want to, listen, let me tell you something.
We should be in a cardboard box and we should be able to come up together. If I'm really feeling you, that's where I want to come up from you at. I don't care if you started off with $1 million. You could be $1 million with fucking being an asshole. Excuse my language. Pardon me. But, and be the nicest person with 2 nickels in your pocket. If somebody
ask Ro a
treats you
question?
bad.
Can you ask who?
Ro a question.
Please do.
So you're married to a man. Y'all are good. Y'all financially stable. He loses his job. How long before his value decreases to you?
I've been there, done it before, not married, but I've been in a situation where somebody lost it all and he had to get it back. He was in feds and I held it down when he was gone. So it just depends on who the person is to me. Was you cheating?
This your husband. Your husband.
I ain't never been married, so I can't speak on what a husband would do. But as far as like me being with somebody, when I plan on getting married, I plan on being married forever. I'm not trying to get married 3, 4, 5 times.
So you can articulate what type of wife you're going to be because you're a wife right now. You're just nobody's wife. So in that moment, your husband loses his job. He doesn't have any income coming in. You got to step up. How long do you say this man he keeps his value, but then when does his value decrease? Do you put that on a time frame?
I don't think it's a time frame. I think it's more about like, is he trying to get back to where he's at? He gonna stay where he at.
What if he trying and it take him 2 years?
I make 6 figures, so we can be able to live off me, and we good. I make good enough money for us to get it together again. So I'm not the type of bitch that's gonna leave a nigga just because he lost his job because he ain't got money anymore. Unless I would have did it already. But if you got a situation, everybody go through bad shit. I done been broke as fuck before too. And if somebody stopped fucking me when I lost it and I was going through a bad moment, I wouldn't fuck with them more either. I wouldn't want nobody to do me like this. I wouldn't do nobody else like that.
What makes you stay with him at that time of you while he's going through that? If he has no money, what makes you stay with him?
Well, my first time was my baby daddy actually, and he got locked up and had to go to feds for some stuff that he did. And I stayed with him because he was my best friend before that. Like we had a real friendship before that. Mm-hmm. I didn't have no problems with him cheating on me. I ain't getting no STDs, like I wasn't looking for a reason to leave. I think a lot of time women get in them situations and men done fuck them over and now they go to jail, they go in a bad hard time. That's a reason to leave out because they got a reason now. Rather than me and him were best friends and we were, we still friends to this day type thing. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't gonna leave him and shit, that's my baby daddy too. Like if you bad, I'm bad. We gotta take up our daughter together.
So you would leave a nigga, so you won't leave a nigga that fell on hard times, but you would leave a nigga that is financially celibate.
I wouldn't even be in a situation with, you said we were dating, right? Dating and married is two different things or like a relationship.
Oh, okay, all right. I didn't know she asked you if you was married.
Yeah, I said
I'm not married.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, I take that back.
So let me get this right. So every man that you deal with spends money on you?
No, I wouldn't say that.
But you just said you wouldn't.
Go ahead.
Because you said earlier you wouldn't even date a man that's not spending money. So now I'm a little lost.
Mm-hmm. When I say spending money, I don't necessarily mean like taking me to Chanel and go buy a bag. I mean like if you're on some sick topic, because I done met guys like this before too, where they're like, oh, I don't go on dates. Oh, I don't really go out to bars and stuff like that. I mean, like I'm not going to be in no situation with somebody like that because that's my natural life. That's what I do already anyway. So why would I be with somebody who has the opposite life as me? So me saying I wouldn't date somebody because they financially whatever, like that's just which is they financially celibate. I mean, I just wouldn't even be in a situation with nobody like that.
So you don't mind that dating a man that makes significantly less than you, but you just want to be treated a certain way.
I feel like when I was younger, I was heavy on the, you know what I'm saying? But where I'm at in my life right now is more like, I think for a long time I was dating niggas because they was taking care of me or it was beneficial for me somewhere. Now that I got older and I got my own money and I got my own bag, I date people because I like them for the most part.
And that's what I wanted to get to. And I'm glad that you was able to come. How old are you?
39. I'll be 40 this year.
Cool beans, right? And that's what I really wanted to get to. Because I think that's what we get away from, right? Because I hear everybody screaming the 6-figure stuff and blah, 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 whatever. And that's cool. The money shit, like, it gets to a point where when you get to a certain age or a certain amount of money, you want all of the things that money can't buy. So that's why this is like a really teachable moment. Some people will never make 6 figures a year. Some people will never make millions of dollars, right? But when you get to a certain level in life where you have all the cars you want, all of the bags you want, all of the jewelry you want, I'm telling you from somebody that has everything, and Hampton been to my house. The money's a fucking burnout. And so you start to literally want all of the things that money can't buy. It's the same thing like a man, right? That when his whole life not sleeping with high value women. For me, people say, why did you get married? I was
He refreshing for y'all too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think his shit refreshing. I want to just give him a second, see if he come back.
He gonna come back. He gonna say he's tired of sleeping with women. He's had all the women on the line, the celebrities, to this, to that, and I got tired of it. So I settled down and I found somebody that go.
Hold on, bro. Hold up. Hold up. You was getting crazy.
I'm telling you, I wanted to fill it in for you, bro. I wanted to fill it in for you.
He said he got you down pat.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know what that man's talking about. Hey yo, I'm a Dave Hollister one woman man. Nobody want me. Nobody's worried about me. I don't know what that good brother is talking about, but I love his spill. But I was just talking about basically though, like when you really get to a he's funny as a motherfucker. When you really get to a certain level in life, man, you really want all of the things that money can't buy. And so I'm glad that you were able to not clean it up per se, but to really show a level of like being grounded. Because money is absolutely not every fucking thing. And that's what'll literally happen. That's why you get these women that are filthy rich that fuck the pool boy. Not because he's rich, but because he's accessible, because he listens, because he's assertive, right? Because he sits there and he's willing to communicate effectively. He's able to make you feel like a little girl again, right? He's able to make you feel like the only woman in the world. He even shows a different level of excitement and appreciation when he sees you naked versus the man that's been with you for years. Like, man, you understand what I'm saying? So no, I definitely appreciate that. And that was definitely a teachable moment. I know I was cooking for a second, but I'm really big on that. So I guess my next question would be, unless somebody has something to say on that.
Yeah, no, that's solid. I'm glad that we even had that dialogue. But Queenie said a thing that scuffed my Timbs.
Oh shit.
She said, you can be a leader but not controlling. I just wanted clarity on it because it sounds oxymoronic.
Would you let me make
It's
sure
like it's like cognitive dissonance. It's like two conflicting ideas at one time.
It's when I say you can lead but do not control, it's just pretty much making decisions and providing direction without trying to dominate or silence your partner.
Oh, well, one partner is a icky word, especially when you're talking about a husband and a wife. If my wife ever called me a partner, that we're gonna have to have a serious conversation, right?
That's why I didn't say husband or wife, because I know it's only two people in here married.
Okay.
So that's what just
So when you say that, what you mean? He not supposed to dominate? Dominate what exactly?
Dominate me to like when I say dominate, I mean like silencing, like.
Well, you gotta mean what you mean. So you mean you don't have a voice, or he's in charge?
You don't have a voice.
Okay, so he can say, Queenie, you're not wearing that. You good with that?
Yes.
He said, Queenie, you can't have no male friends. You good with that?
Absolutely.
Okay, so he can control you. Just say you at least want to be at least like a church mouse.
No, it's not that. It's just that it's a level of respect. And if you know that it has no good intentions behind it anyway, then what's the point of arguing it?
What you mean? Say it again.
If you telling me I can't wear something, then that means you're uncomfortable with me wearing it, and I have something else to wear. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, I see what
and
you're
if you
saying.
tell
Okay,
me,
what you saying?
and if you telling me not to have no male friends, like 9 out of 10, the dudes only want to fuck anyway. No, like, so that's not that big of a deal either.
Okay, all right. So you just saying simply, hey, consider what my opinion while making good decisions.
Yes.
Okay, I digress. That's all I had to do.
Appreciate you, Ask-Av. Go ahead, bro. Fly, bro.
Hey,
fly.
well, I did have another. I gotta lie. Hey, Stephanie with that broke shit, man. I don't believe you, Steph. I ain't gonna hold you. You 40 something going on 60 something. There's no way that you talking about you could come.
I mean,
you could
listen, we
come to
all
me broke
start
now.
in the regards to broke, like, let's be realistic, looking at the median or above class family at 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. You know, we could go from a box. It's not necessarily from me. I'm looking at it from how I feel personally. Like, we've all grown up. We all had nothing. We were all teenagers. We were all in love. There was times you put yourself in stupid situations and you made choices to get you where you are today. But if a good person and wholeheartedly well-rounded, what you were looking for, if we came from nothing, it doesn't have to necessarily mean we dollar broke. I said two nickels, at least rub 2 nickels together. But we could bump heads and collaborate and grow.
You said cardboard box too, though. That's
Yeah. Listen, life, the imagination is endless of what could happen. There are people out there that are doing drugs, living in cardboard boxes. They are loving each other.
Yeah, no, I
Drug
don't want
addicts
that
up
type of
and
love.
all.
Baby. I do not want that type of love.
But
now it's
it's a wholehearted situation. It depends what class you step in.
Steph don't even listen.
All that gives you is 2 cardboard boxes. Like, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like, that type of love, you show me you can help me get out this situation. Don't tell me, yeah, you got a box? Yeah, me too. Let's tape it together. No, show me you can help me get out this situation. Just like I'm gonna show you I can help you
1000%.
get out
And
this
you're
situation.
supposed to be able to get through the situation together. Like I said, I'm speaking on how I'm feeling in my mind, my body, and my soul. It may not be my life that I'm living, but that's how I feel it should be. We grow together. We have to grow together. If one fumbles, you got to try to lift the other one back up. And you try to stay connected and lift each other up. There has to be
I
the
see you,
connection.
bro. Go.
If it's willing from nothing, we could lose our jobs tomorrow.
Yo, hey, Steph, you know what's some of the wildest shit I ever heard in the last 6 days? You referring to niggas on fentanyl as an example of the love that you're aspiring to.
No, it's not what I'm just speaking from the whole. There are people that are in love like that.
Oh, shit.
But I'm not just looking at me.
Hey,
You
Steph,
want me to look interiorly? Yes. Listen, my house could drop tomorrow and I have to build a cardboard box. I'm going to build my house back up. If the tornado comes, takes down my house, what do I got? I got to rub my 2 sticks together and my 2 cents and build it back up.
You got insurance.
Takes time. You got to live somewhere. You got to move somewhere. You still got to eat. You got to feed your kids. You got to put clothes on your back. You got to keep moving.
Yes, and
it can't be from nothing from having everything.
You know what you can't eat? Hope. You can't eat love, right? So you have to be realistic. Now I know that the platitudes that you spoken are cute, right? But we have to be honest. We 40 something. Well, I'm 40 going on 41. You 40 something going on, you know what I mean? And you have to be realistic about these standards that you asking of a man. You saying you want a man as long as he nice to you, that's enough? I don't think you're being honest.
You're not.
Yes, per se, because if I'm in a situation, I have a child. I do not want to be disrespected in front of my child. You do have to show me some level of respect and boundaries and lines where it's there. Because you have a lot of money or because you're little, you can still be a shitty ass person and treat people shitty. It depends on the personalities that you're bumping into and how you connect and who you see. Some people are narcissistic. Some people, you can't even see that shit until you phase into a relationship. You know, patterns that you need to see. Can you see them all the time? Can you get through them all the time? Can you try to fix them to repair the relationships you have and continue to build? Or when it comes to the end of it, and you have to step away and go back to the basics. Build yourself up from ground one and hoping
Steph, land
that they
plane,
will follow.
Steph. Land that plane, Steph. I'm good, Truth.
What was that?
I was saying land that plane. Remember, you said you want to be as concise as possible, right? So,
yeah.
But no, I just wanted to mine through that, Truth. I'm good with her.
Okay. All right. Well, let me say this. I'm actually in agreement with it. Let me come back. Hold on. Let me make sure because I want to actually cook on what.
I think he's trying to refresh. What's up, Shakir? Can you hear us before you come back over?
Yes, I can hear you guys now. I've been trying. I'm not a quitter, so I'm gonna keep coming back on. So I'm home now, so I'm thinking I can hear you guys a little bit better, but I still couldn't hear Truth, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's refreshing to come back.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes,
yeah.
So I'm in agreement with her actually, right? Which probably people may find that weird. But once again, I believe that when you're experienced, I believe that when you've seen a lot of this world, man, when it comes to love, when it comes to solid relationships, I'm on what she on, man. I don't want to. Let me go. Yeah. Anyway, so like I was saying, right? I'm big. I'm really big on that cardboard box love shit, and I made a post about it, and I stand on it. I know what it's like to be in relationships with extremely successful people, and we have it all, but we miserable as fuck. I only went after rich women. That was my thing before I got to where I'm at. So it's literally one of those things where I'm telling you right now, I've seen it. We got every single thing that money can buy and none of the things that money can. Am I saying that me being as ambitious as I am I going to be broke? Absolutely not. But then I think that that's even a play on words when we talk about broke, because broke to me is not having $100,000 in the bank. So you gotta like be like, so we just gotta be like, everybody broke is different. Some people's broke is not having less than 2 nickels to rub together. So she don't even look like, if you got 2 nickels, you're not broke to her. So I think that we just get so caught up on finances. I think that we get so caught up on if the house blow down or what if this and what if that. And I don't think that love is like that. I think that when people are really, really in love, rather we are in a shack in a mansion, we have each other. And I'm gonna be honest, you cannot buy a vibe, and I'm with her. I stand with her 100%. I know you have a feeling towards that. If you do, we can talk about it, or you let me know.
Yeah, no, I'm not really like feeling based in that aspect. I
Okay.
was saying don't leave the monetary aspect out because it is important, right? I think people, you like think about it. People divorce, top 3 reasons are finances. I'm telling you, the amount of stress people have when they can't provide for themselves and for their kids puts a strain on the love and etc. Right? Love can sustain you, but I just wonder for how long. So I like
Yeah.
her, I like her platitudes, but
For sure.
we cannot dismiss the money aspect.
So me personally, in my experience, I'm not really like I love love. I love everything about love, but love was never what made a relationship sustain, right? It's the friendship, right? So that's what we gotta like really get into. The pillars and the foundations of a sturdy relationship is the friendship. Like one thing about a marriage or a long-term relationship, there are always going to be points in a relationship where you second guess, why the fuck am I here? What am I doing? Maybe I should get out of here. Maybe I can do better. Maybe I can do worse. So the relationship aspect of it is always going to fail at some point, right? And so when the relationship aspect of it starts to fail, that's where the friendship picks up. So like I'm really not the lovey-dovey, whatever. I tell people all the time, I don't have a perfect marriage. I have a successful one. Those are 2 different things. My marriage is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's successful and it's also progressive, which means that we still have room to grow. So rather we get knocked to the bottom and come back up, or if we at the top and come back down, we still have room for improvement. So I'm big on progression and not perfection. And no, I land my plane with that. And next topic, man. Unless you have something
I
to
got
say.
a question for you, Truth. Do you feel like you are at that level in your marriage because no matter what, you always choose her?
So let me say this, right? And I'm just brutally honest. I am a relationship type of guy, right? Like I just have a whorish look to me, but I love relationships. I've been that way my whole life. I can literally eat the same thing for the rest of my life. Consistency is like a thing that I'm in love with, right? And what was the question? Do I feel that way because she's that?
No matter what's going on with y'all, you are going to always choose her. Whether the relationship is bad, whether y'all on bad terms, whether she's done something you don't like, you're going to continually choose her.
I have boundaries. Remember, I talked about, right?
Yes.
I literally talked about how I love with conditions, right?
Of course.
So I'll love her as long as as long as my boundaries aren't transgressed, right? Like I believe that there's some things that we just can't come back from, right?
Yes.
I don't really know what those things are, and I don't think that anybody knows what those things are until they're put in that position, right? Because a lot of times we'll say, well, if she cheats, I'm leaving, or if she does this, I'm leaving. But until I'm actually in that position and I know how I feel and how I'm able to process it and how I'm able to hold on to it or let go, I can't say what would make me leave. But at this big age, I'm gonna be honest, finding a woman like my wife is I know what's out here. You know what I mean? So like I really know what's outside, and it's a whole bunch of overvalued, inflated dookie, to be honest. And so with that being said, like I know what my wife brings to the table. My wife is not only beautiful internally, but externally. And we can even get into the aesthetic. Flat stomach, ass on goddamn shit heavy, everything, all that, bank account loaded, pixie cut, long hair, however we want to get into it, throw that shit on, soft spoken, like she embodies everything that a woman is supposed to be. And so she came into it though, looking to be submissive. She came into it looking for leadership. She came into it looking to be loved. The greatest thing about my wife is that she wanted me and she didn't need me. And so that's another thing. I would never go outside and deal with a chick that needs me because I am at a certain level of life financially. I am at a certain level of life as far as status, right? So even if I was to actively date, I would have to ask myself, are you fucking Malik or are you fucking Truth, right? Are you in all of Malik or do you like Truth, right? Are you in all what Malik could do or do you want to get in one of them green machines with the green cylinders and all of that, right? Or do you like me for me? So for me, I'll probably be locked in. Yeah, I don't see it ending anytime soon for sure.
Indeed. You know, Hola, that's actually a great question. I think in truth, like he talking that shit, you know. On hard times, like with my wife and I had to lean on duty and responsibility. You know, those things kept me the most grounded because I ain't like her. I think I loved her, but you be so mad, you be like, man, this nigga. You know what I mean?
Exit.
You know that you gotta do the things that you gotta do, right? And as long as you can do those things, there's always an opportunity and a chance for that marriage to make it.
Yes.
You know, when you stop doing the things that you have to do, right? That you ask of one another, you don't have any options, you know? So, but yeah, I like it.
That was heavy. That was yo, and see that's the type of conversations I like because that jumped out to me. And see how like I said that like when a relationship fails, a lot of times I like to fall back on the friendship. He likes to fall back on the duty and the responsibility of it. I signed up for this.
Exactly.
I signed up for this. I don't get to just tap out. I don't get to just abandon it because it's not suitable or it's not conducive to what I'm doing anymore.
Exactly.
And so that's another because me and him actually have two totally different views about. So I believe, right, and this is crazy, and I know he feels the way that he feels, and because of what he just said about duty. If I'm not happy, I'm leaving too. And so that's another thing that people don't talk about, right? Like my happiness means everything to me, right? And so am I being unrealistic? Do I think that there will be times in my marriage that I'm not happy? Of course, right? Because emotions got the main word in it is motion, right? It fluctuates. It goes like this, right? I've never seen anybody happy for 24 hours of the day. Just like I've never seen anybody just completely bawling tears for 24 hours of the day, right? So it's a fair assessment that emotions got motion, right? Like they literally fluctuate. They go up and down. But I'm talking about for a lengthy period of time of sadness, of another deal breaker for me would be the feeling of being unappreciated, right? Because I know like I'm really a guy that I like to believe that I'm not a people pleaser, but as I'm getting older, I know that it really does something for me to see the people around me happy. Like it does. Like I have everything that I want. I don't want anything else. I'm a man that spent over 18 years in prison collectively. So like I was cool with tuna fish and oodles and noodles and sitting in a little corner. Like I didn't have to get a big house, but I knew that my wife wanted one. Like I mean, I have some cars, but you could give me a Ford Fiesta. I'm just so happy to be free. You understand what I'm saying to you? But it's at a point where I don't want anything else. I didn't expect to live past 21, if I may be brutally honest. So with that being said, like every day I just people are like, yo, you always seem so upbeat and happy. I'm like, nigga, if you escape what I escape, you be in Paris getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get too far because I know he's gonna cook me for this. But I do believe in happiness. My happiness is everything because there were times in my life where, like I said, I had an abundance of money, I had an abundance of women, I had an abundance of drugs, had an abundance of everything. But happiness was something that I absolutely did not have. And I remember how empty and how incomplete I felt without happiness. So for me, happiness is definitely a deal breaker for me. And I'm at a stage in life where I love people enough to realize I'm not the best option for them. I love you enough to leave you too.
Bingo.
I land my plane.
Yeah, that's good, man. That shit is inspiring, man. You know,
Yes.
I think happiness is largely for women and children. You know, I think for me to to want to feel happy, I think there's too many things that I have responsibility of that come before me. You know, now I will say what Truth said is inspiring, and I draw energy from that. You know what I mean? Like I'm like I could feel that. Like I mean, we was out at the club and all that. You know, I just you drinking, you know, and I'll be having fun. You know, like I'll be happy when I'm boxing. I'm happy. You know, but if I'm not happy, that's not a deal breaker for me. That's all I'm saying. You know, but I fuck with what he's saying.
That's cool. I ain't mad at you for that.
Do you do things to make yourself proud rather than happy?
Fulfilled, yeah. Yep, I'm content. Like I just had a boxing match a month ago. I won. It was fulfilling. Yeah, so I would say proud. My kids can eat. They spoiled. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of that. They got another dog for some reason. I'm proud of that. You know, like my toughness score is a 9, 9.5. My son probably gonna be like a 5 or 6. This nigga got a whole lot of shit. He got all sisters. You know what I'm saying? But that's because it's just like my bigger brother made me box everybody in the neighborhood, right? Like, it's just a different ball game. So yeah, I like content. That's what I'm looking for. If that makes sense, you know. What about you, Molly?
What do I like? Honestly, I'm such a competitive person that I want to be proud of myself. And I think that brings me happiness. I have a lot of duties as well. Not to say that I'm not feminine though, because I definitely am. But I feel where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, word. Like when Ro was like, about the money thing, I believe her because I see her grinding. You feel me? Like, so what she's saying is dead ass. One thing when you see the chicks that everybody think is fly, right? They usually don't have like a humble essence. But when I first met her, she like humble, she nice and shit. Niggas on her ass like puppies following her around and all that. I'm like, she ain't all that for real. Now I'm hating. You know what I'm saying? So, so I respect that. That's why she was saying. I was kind of like, well, let's see if we can clarify this. Oh shit, Chev back. Chev looking at you, Truth.
Thank you, Hemp.
I hate that word humble. I hate that word humble, and we're gonna talk about Chev. I hate
do hate that shit.
Yeah, I hate that word. It's
Chev not humble. Ugly. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's an ugly word. And when I hear people say it, I know that's the white slave master in them. Yeah, I went there with it. Yeah, I don't like that humble shit. Usually when people even say things like you need to be humble, they're usually trying to like put your fire out. They're trying to like douse your fire or turn your light down. I always tell people I'm gonna win out loud because I had to lose out loud. Straight like that.
Man, that's
straight like that.
Bar.
Yeah, you take that shit. You take that shit to the bank. Niggas gonna hear it. They gonna see this shit. Cause I was on them newspaper articles and I was butt naked and ashy and all of that. Niggas, I remember niggas laugh. He butt naked and ashy. Look, so the same way you was pointing when I was fucked up, you gonna point the way when I'm winning. But anyway, yo, make sure y'all hit the like, turn it up. Chev, you are back. And the last time you left, we were talking about bitch ass niggerness.
Oh gosh.
Can I give you
put that out of context?
Can I give you a jewel though, and then I'll let you cook.
Absolutely.
Let me give you this as a man that I am like totally against domestic violence. I hate everything about it, right? But I think that as a woman, there are certain boundaries, right? That we should absolutely not cross. And I think that B word for men is just one of those boundaries, man, where I just do not feel, I feel like that's a danger zone for women. And I think that women have become overly confident and saying things like you word or you're sassy or throwing shots at a man's masculinity just for future reference. Like I said,
you breaking up.
You was breaking up a little bit. I heard that you was breaking up a little
delay.
bit.
Hold on. All right, my fault. Let me do the right thing like Spike.
Yeah, so could you hear what he was saying, Chef?
I got all the way up until where he said it was getting dangerous, like where you get to the B word. And while I could hear that and I received that, I feel like I can also admit that I lost a lot of respect throughout the relationship because there was just so many red flags I had to keep surviving. So I don't refer to men in general that way, but it's kind of like I saw a quote that said, I give somebody respect until they disrespect me. So once you push me to that, I can't unsee that B word from him. I can't disassociate it from him individually.
Do you think that you can physically whip a man?
Do I think I could who?
Beat up a man.
Do you think you can beat a man up?
Absolutely not.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and you younger than me, right? But where I come from, certain words are just fighting words. You ever heard of fighting words? Have you ever heard that term?
I'm from that same era.
Yeah, right. So it's like when where I come from, where certain sentences leave your mouth, whether you a toddler, a woman, a dog, a cat, when you let that word leave your mouth, you automatically know you need to have these up.
Yep.
I land my plane. Y'all go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, yeah. But I think she know that. But man, did y'all have any other questions like Truth had laid out previously? Did y'all have anything that you wanted to revisit or converse about for the evening? You know, I
I
think
got a
y'all doing a
question.
hell of a job. Yeah, go ahead.
What is your advice to people that are like 39, 40s as a woman, right? That are established and have things going for themselves. What is your advice to them on how to get married?
That's truth.
She talking to me?
Yes.
Now she talking to us, I think. Yeah,
Both
but
of y'all.
Well, I don't. Oh, I thought she was talking to you. My fault, Brody. What was your
Well,
question,
I go
sir? I'm
first
sorry.
because I be a little shorter, so I go first, right? So you can get the
I
floor.
mean, by that, I'm saying like, hold
He called you long-winded.
He did.
Hey,
on.
yo, right before Truth go, he do this. He nigga fill his chest all the way up.
Let me cook.
Let's be fair. Whose podcast is it though?
Yeah, nah.
Go ahead. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, man. Nah.
I land my
I
plane.
think
Let me stop. Let me stop.
I land my plane.
I think it's an interesting question. I think that there's the control. I like words that rub people the wrong way because those are the words that need to be used. Right? The submissive aspects, the be controlled aspect, right? To fall under that covering, be willing to get under those guidelines is, I'm assuming he has one, is uberly important, I think you being established cannot be ignored either. I hated this trope that said I'll get a girl from Mickey D's if she act right. I'm not dealing with no chick that work at McDonald's, especially at 40 years old. You have to have a level of business acumen so that I can incorporate you into what we got going on so we could be successful. So my wife got a doctorate in education, right? But she works for the moving company that we own, right? But she can apply that just to the logic, just to the learning, just to the
Transferable
understanding.
skill set.
Yeah. So you have to be able to help us get to that next level, right? You have to be an asset and not a liability. And so I think that that's the key. The listening is everything for sure. And being quiet never hurt. I'm done,
I
Truth.
was on a podcast not too long ago, and I made the comment that women need to allow men to mold them. And I tell you, every woman jumped into my inbox was like, "I'm not allowing a man to mold me. Whatever you did for Tom, Dick, and Harry may not work for Mike." So I don't see anything wrong with the sentiment I made. You have to allow a man to mold you into the woman that he wants for him, not for whatever worked for your past. But I digress.
That's true. I agree with you.
But don't you think he has to earn that though?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
You're not gonna mold for somebody.
You're not going right into, and it's vice versa. You want to mold him. You're not molding anybody until y'all make the discerned decision to actually, build something together.
Earn what, Chef? Though, sorry, I missed that point a whole lot. Earn what exactly?
So where she's talking about the guy needs to be able to mold you because, as she said, like what worked for Tom, Dick, and Harry don't work for you. Cool. In order, for example, that's leadership. So in order for a man to lead you, he has to earn that leadership. He has to show he's capable of carrying that. Because you could lead me into a brick wall. I'm not. You get what I'm saying? If you don't.
Chef, I guess my question is, how do you know what leadership looks like?
As you go through the dating process, like for example, let's say we're dating, we've already been on, let's say 3 dates, whatever the case may be. We're getting into real conversation, and we have a disagreement. I would look at how you speak to me, knowing that you're upset. I would look at certain decisions that you make. For example, something as simple as planning a date. I take that as my first time. That's what I personally look at first. If you can't plan a date,
it's interesting though how men provide and protect on the onset, right? And you get to choose the things that you're responsible for when you feel like it. What happens with your answer is you make his leadership subjective based on what you want and you looking for. The things that you don't like are probably the things that you need, but you minimize and dismiss them because that makes you feel uncomfortable. That's probably when you lean in, but most of y'all lean out.
Can you give me an example of what that would look like, of something that you feel
sorry, go ahead.
A girl would need that she is dismissing?
Like even like the leadership controlling aspect. Like let's take it like me and you about to go on a date, right? You come out the house with something I deem unbecoming, especially for set and setting, and I ask and tell you to go change that, right? People don't like that level of correction so soon because they think that you have to get to that point. But if I see something that I don't like and we plan it on forever, I should correct it right then.
Amen.
And I would agree with that 1,000%, because I'm not that person. I've had somebody do that, and I went inside. I said, "Is this a little better for you?" Okay. So I don't mean when I'm saying he has to earn that right to lead, I'm talking down the road. We've been through a couple dates. Now, for me to trust you with, let's say, a financial decision or to be able to lead my life, I got to follow you.
That's what I'm going to say.
Have some
you don't let him lead while you're dating?
What do you mean?
When you're dating a man, certain things he does, certain things he speaks about, that's leadership in itself.
I'm talking on the bigger issues, like, for
example. Well, you got
to
get to the bigger.
Right. As I said, if he told me, like, hey, I don't like what you're wearing, I would go ahead and change. That I will follow his lead there. But that's me taking notes, seeing how he's moving, what he likes, all of that good stuff. Now, when I start to see, like, okay, let's say he says what's something that a guy would say that I would have feedback on, or like,
say if you call him after you got off work and you were expressing how you felt at work, and he gave you, hey baby, just calm down, breathe, just think about what you're saying right now. Do you not take that as leadership? And
yes, okay. 1,000%. But if he goes
that can happen day one.
But there are men, if he goes the other direction and he's like, yo, I don't got no time to hear none of that. I'm already taking it in my mind. No, you can't leave me. I'm not gonna call you again when I'm having a hard day at work. So now I've cut that off. Does that
hold on the noise? Can I ask you a question? So earlier when you was talking about molding, you're basically saying molding once you're already in a situation of like a relationship right now.
But she's talking about leading. I was talking about molding, but she's talking about leading. But I'm talking about once we're already in a relationship. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no, 100%. You know what else, Chev? You need your daddy as a part of the equation.
I need my daddy.
Yes, you need a man to vet a man. What you think of that?
I wish I grew in that. I would say it was very much missing, and I think that's where I ended up in my last situation. So I agree with that 1,000%. That's exactly where it stemmed from. And when we had the first question, when you guys said, why do Black women struggle to keep a man? I feel like that it starts in the home. Insecurities start in the home. All of these issues start in your home. And not for nothing, a lot of Black homes don't grow with two parents.
Yeah.
So in that other aspect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know how to keep a man, because I don't know what it looks like for that
man. Have a good man.
Have a good man.
Yeah. And even I'm saying dad, right? I'm just saying like you need a man, something like Truth does this for a living, right? Literally mentorship, coaching, women specifically. If you was dating a man and you didn't have your father for whatever reason, it would behoove you to call Truth, pay him his money so he could vet that man for you. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Some level of substitute, right? It's hard to substitute a dad, you feel me? But some level of man that has your best interests, you know?
I feel like that also is what changed in the society too, that affects the dating pool. We don't have that community anymore. It used to be an older brother or an uncle that'd be like, yo, that guy's not for you. But there's a lot of families that just don't have that.
There's still some big homies out here.
Surrounded by men who look after me. I got
it's still some big homies out here. I promise you that.
You just got to be able to have the type of relationship with men. If you got platonic relationships with men, they're gonna support you like your family would.
Mm-hmm. And that protection that you say you need is there.
Yeah. Important, man.
I think from what I'm hearing, and I'm not going to be long-winded at all. I'm not even going to take a deep breath. I think that you've had a poor situation with a man, and I think that now it's kind of hard for you to even view men as men should be viewed because of what you dealt with. But I think that you'll never be healed until you take accountability for what role you played, and then you have to really take a really deep dive into why you have such a low level of respect for men. And I don't know what your family dynamic was. I don't know if your father was around. I don't know if like you're used to having to be combative when you deal with men, but you definitely, so tonight you've been surrounded by grown ass men that was not going to tolerate any type of masculinity out of you. So you have a whole different approach. You are 10 times softer than when you came on here. And that's because women act like women around men. Now, when I say that, I don't want you to think that because you view a man to be lesser than the men that you see in front of you, right? That opens the floor for disrespect. If you are in love with being a woman, I want you to fall in love with that. I want you to fall in love with everything that a woman embodies. I want you to be soft-spoken. I want you to be lovable. I want you to have levels of vulnerability and sometimes a little bit of damsel in distress in you. Like, there's nothing wrong with thriving and being feminine, because that is what's going to land you the type of man that you're looking for, the type of leadership that you're looking for. And that's where I'm at with that. Ice Doll, what's up? Ice Doll. Okay, you on ice, I'm guessing. Anyway, what's up with y'all? Everybody good? Did we cover everything? I know. Oh, what's up? What's up, bro?
I can't hear you right now.
You never answered my question.
You didn't ask me no question, bro.
No, remember I answered, then you were supposed to go through.
Because Hamp that nigga, and you know, one thing about me, man. Yo, and so you know what I've learned? I can't go after Greed. He's that good that I can't go after that. So, you know, with that being said, if you feel like his answer was suitable for you, then that was the answer that you needed for this evening. Yes, for sure.
Oh my goodness, man!
What do you want me to do? I mean, I can't dunk after LeBron James. It's impossible. Like, I'm only, you know. I'm like just like a hair under 6 foot. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, you know, what was the question? What was the question?
Like, what women are like 39 and up in their 40s, like, what is your advice to them on like getting married, or like what they need to do to get married?
I think that it has to be a woman that wants to be married, first and foremost, right? I think that it has to be a woman that does not, once again, need a man, but want a man. I think it's a woman that doesn't need a partner, but she wants a partner. I think that it has to be a woman that at 39 years old, which is kind of hard to find. So what you'll learn about a lot of women that are 39, 40, especially ones that are well established, they become hyper independent, right? And so because they can do everything on their own, it becomes, I don't need a man for anything but sex. And that's what they end up getting, right? Because it's like, well, you can't do nothing for me but fuck me. And that's what they all end up with, a dick. Or if then they go on their celibate journey, they end up with a rose and a bottle of Boone's Farm. Or, you know, in your case, you got a couple dollars, so some Ace of Spade or something like that, right? Dating is literally one of those things where it's as hard as you make it and it's as easy as you make it. So you're 39, right? But we can just go off aesthetically. You attracting men is not an issue for you, obviously, right? Like we don't have that issue, right? But there must be some type of disconnect why you're not either feeling like these men are suitable for you or why these men are not staying around. So that's where we would kind of want to figure out, like, where's the disconnect there? Because me personally, I always tell women, the more the merrier. I want you to date 50 men at once, right? And so the reason why I want you to date 50 men at once is because I want for you to start compartmentalizing these men, right? And so I talk about this at my show, and I'm about to break this down. And this is why men, I know I'm long-winded, fuck you, man. This is why men are better at dating than women, right? Women fantasize and romanticize, right? And I'm about to really cook on this for a second. So the reason why men are more successful with dating than women is because men compartmentalize. So have you ever heard the term, if you kiss enough frogs, then eventually you'll get a prince? Anybody ever heard that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It may be toads, right? Like, but toads is so fucking ugly. But frogs are ugly too. But I think it's like if you kiss enough toads, right? Then eventually you'll get a prince, right? So you've probably heard that since you were a little girl. So I'm not mad at you for falling in love with a fairy tale story. Do you know another fairy tale story that all little girls like to live in? It's called the Cinderella story. Remember that, right? Like, remember the woman that was forgot about? Remember the woman that was overlooked, right? She grew up in poverty and everybody counted her out, right? And her fairy godmother came with the wand, right? And she gave her the Lipo 360 and the BBL, and she gave her the Benz for the night, right? And she gave her the glass Bottega slipper, right? And all of that, right? And she went to the ball, right? And this night only, out of all of the other beautiful women, this nothing, this girl that has nothing to offer but the fact that she's a girl, the king seen her. And she had to go because she was going back to a bum and she had to get back to Section 8 and her car was going to turn to government cheese and her lipo 360 was going to come back and the fat transfer was going to come back and her ass was going to be flat again. So she rushed out the palace.
Analogies.
Right? And he found the slipper, right? Because I'm going somewhere with this. And he found the slipper and he had to have her and he had to find her and he found her and they happily ever after. But that's a fairy tale, right? So I'm not mad at girls for thinking that because how many women we know right now, and not in your position, but that have nothing. 5 kids in, multiple baby daddies in, right? They have nothing to offer but the fact that they're a girl, but they are waiting for their king to find that glass slipper to come find them and come rescue them. This is where these women get this ideology from. It's a Cinderella story. I don't blame men, I blame Disney. Disney fucked y'all. But see, this is the thing that you don't understand about Cinderella, right? What we forget about Cinderella is Cinderella didn't talk back. Cinderella didn't scream that she made 6 figures a year. Cinderella didn't say that she had an issue going 50-50. Cinderella didn't say that you had to be 6'2". Cinderella didn't say you had to have a big dick. Cinderella didn't come with children. Cinderella didn't say she had any issues cooking and cleaning. Cinderella, you get where I'm going with this? A lot of these women want princess treatment, but they're moving like Coretta DeVille. How could that be? You want princess treatment, but you have a villain mindset.
Come on, Disney.
So then we got to get back to what I started at, right? And I hate to be long-winded, but I do this at my shows. This is actually one of my favorite topics. Men are more successful at dating than women because we believe in compartmentalization, right? Can any of the ladies on the chat right now tell me what compartmentalization is? Give me your definition. What does it mean to compartmentalize something or your belief of it? Come on.
Putting women in a certain category. Like, let's say she's a nagger. Okay, that's just a nagging hoe. All right, this one. Like, that's how I see it. Like, how whatever their characteristics are, you're putting them in that box.
Great answer. Cool. That's all we need. Now I land my plane. So compartmentalization. She was actually accurate to a certain extent, right? When men meet women, we don't fantasize. We don't believe that if we kiss a toad, it's a toad. No, if we kiss a toad, it's because we was in the mood for toad that night. We don't see things for being anything other than what they actually are. So a part of compartmentalization is it's you putting the appropriate titles on things so you can navigate them appropriately. Let me cook for a second, right? If you have a seasoning drawer, right? You compartmentalize your seasoning drawer, right? And the reason why you label everything in your seasoning drawer is because cinnamon can be confused for taco seasoning. Garlic powder can be confused for onion powder, right? Old Bay can be confused for multi-purpose seasoning, right? And we can go so forth and so forth. So when women date, if they were to compartmentalize, then they would be able to date successfully. So what I mean by that, right? Instead of you seeing a man and visualizing him as a toad or visualizing him as a frog, if you put the proper title on him, sometimes dick is just dick. Sometimes vacation is just vacation. Sometimes vibe is just vibe. Sometimes toxic is just toxic. Sometimes bill money is just bill money. Sometimes fun is just fun. And once you're able to compartmentalize things, right? Once you're able to put the proper titles on things, now you're able to utilize them for exactly what they're supposed to be utilized for. And so this is probably something that a lot of women need to focus on. Compartmentalize. Every man is not qualified to be your boyfriend. Every man is not qualified to be your husband. But you go in it believing that if I finger this toad long enough, he might be my husband. That's bullshit. That toad is going to die, that toad. Why are you trying to see him for something that he'll never be? And I land my plane.
Why do you think women, I guess, live in that fantasy?
Who asked that?
Me.
Molly.
I just explained it. You grew up believing in fantasy.
Well, not just that. Okay, I mean, basically, you know in your heart that this person is this person, but you still stay there. Like, why do you think women do that?
Because we want to stay and make it seem like something that is not. We want it to be something. We're trying to force something that can never be. That's why.
Delusion.
Women live in delusion. That's their safe space. Their safe space is delusion.
Most women that meet a man, they try to insert themselves in that man's life and try to make him fit a character in their lives or where they're at. Oh, I want him to be my husband, so I'm going to do these certain things. He's not husband. He's not your husband. You're not his wife.
Or manipulate them.
And it's okay.
Well, the
Get it
thing
for
is
what it is
this.
for at that moment and go about your business.
You have to understand that the truth doesn't hurt, accountability does, right? That's why my book is called True Countability. The truth doesn't hurt. It's not the truth. It's the accountability that's associated with the truth. Why do women live in delusion? Why do women put on lashes? Because they want to be prettier. They want to be something that they're not. Why does a bald-headed woman put on a wig? They live in delusion. Their whole life is makeup, made up, be better and bigger than what I am, because nobody wants to be what they are. You understand what I'm saying to you? These women live in delusion. How about this? I'll show you how delusional women are. There are no fat women out here. They're just thick. There's no fat women out here. They're just thick. And there's no whores out here. Of course, no. They just were going through something at this time.
Experience. Oh my goodness.
No, they're sexually fluid. I believe the term is. They're not whores. They're sexually fluid. And hold up. There's no broke women out here. Let me show you how delusional. I got a delusional test. I do this at my shows, right? I got a question for every woman up here. If a woman is 400 pounds, what is she?
Obese.
Fat. Healthy as hell.
Okay, cool. And if a man is 400 pounds, what is he?
Obese.
Fat. Hell.
Okay, cool. Y'all with me. I like y'all. Y'all smart too. And if a woman twerks, kisses, goes down on a woman, what is she?
Nasty as hell.
Lesbian. Gay.
Okay. And if a man sucks a penis, what is he? If a man sucks a dick, what is he?
Gay. Same thing.
So no, because we said nasty for the women. And then we
No,
even said,
I said lesbian.
It was said gay.
I said lesbian.
Man, Molly's the only one that said lesbian. You
No,
said
I said gay.
Ma'am, you said lesbian. Ro, you said bi. Ma'am, you said nasty. So it's just funny to me. What did you say, Chef?
I said lesbian, then I said gay because it was whole lot of noise that said.
Okay, so you said that if a woman does anything with another woman, she's a lesbian.
Yes, you're
bisexual. She might like both.
No, but see, this is the issue, because it's a clear distinction when a man sucks a dick that he's gay. It's not even blurred. It's straight homosexual. So why is it that we see the delusion shit that I'm talking about? This is why I did this. I knew exactly.
That was my thought too. Maybe he liked both.
But it's okay. It's acceptable for a woman to do it, but it's not for a man to do it.
I never said it wasn't.
The point he's trying to get at.
Either way, I never said it wasn't acceptable either way. I'm just saying I don't know if they like both men and women. Just because
your body language.
Hey, don't suck dick tomorrow. I don't know.
They're not even really gay. They just do that shit for attention.
I got a question for you. A single mother with 3 children, right? She got $100 in her bank account. What is she?
A single mom with $100. Are you asking me this, bro?
Okay, cool. A man with $100 in his bank account with nothing. What is he?
A man with $100.
Come on, stop the fucking malarkey.
She want to say broke.
You know
they're both the same.
So there are no double standards in your world.
Lies.
For me, no.
Let her speak though.
I get it for the world. I understand the point.
Are there double standards? Are there double standards or no?
Yes, there are double standards. There are double standards.
Tell me your double standards. I want to know how your brain works. Tell me what are your double standards?
A double standard. Are you asking me for a personal one or just in general?
No, yours. Which one do you think exists?
Hey, bro, hold it down for me. I gotta take a jail call.
Yeah.
A double standard I would consider exist is like women who make over 6 figures or successful women are hard, where men who make over 6 figures are just men. That's a double standard. I think that there's a lot of successful women that are soft. They are feminine.
What's a double standard for you? Like, what do you think is a double standard that you agree with? I tell you one. I'm gonna give you an example. I think I agree with the double standard that if men fuck a lot of women, ain't nothing wrong with that. But if women fuck a lot of men, fuck a lot of men, she a hoe. That's a double standard, and we hate it, but it's true. And that's one that I kind of that's one that I kind of agree with. So his question to you is, what's one double standard you agree?
I would have to think on that a little bit because I actually agree with that. I don't think that females should be promiscuous. I think that I don't necessarily think a man should sleep with 150 women, but I don't think the value and the consequences is as serious on the men's side as it is on the women.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
So
you agree with that one?
I do agree with that.
Okay. You think so? Would you date a man that sucked the dick before?
No.
Hell no.
Okay. Okay. Because it sounded like you was giving credence to the bisexual thing, but you immediately eliminate that nigga.
I just know it's more prevalent these days. So I consider that you might go both ways. That's all.
But you eliminate him if he does. You see. So that's why I kind of asked you what he asked you. Just say now. One thing I saw when I was taking my notes is like you got your own opinions, right? This the first time I saw you waver unnecessarily. You ain't even had to do that.
What do you mean waver?
You ain't fucking with no nigga that did that before because you know he gay. That's it.
Yeah.
It ain't no he get to be like a windshield wiper. He's a homosexual. That's why he getting eliminated.
Okay, I could see that now. But when he said it, because of what I know about people, I know that they do swing both ways. So I wasn't sure if he is just gay right now or like, you know.
Nah,
so you don't mind a man that swing both ways.
There are guys
you muffled up.
Both. Can you hear me?
No, he is muffled. He said something, but we couldn't quite hear. Look, what you say? Okay. Yeah, no, I'm saying, Chev, I'm just saying, like, you
hear me, bro?
subconsciously. Yeah, you back. You good now. What'd you say? He probably can't hear me now. That be happening when people on the phone. Yo, see if you can hear one of y'all. Maybe you can hear
You
one
hear
of
me?
y'all. Yeah, I can hear you. Molly, can you say something? Tell him you can hear him. Can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, it'll happen where if he get a call or something, now he can't hear one person. It might be me. Yeah, we can't see him or nothing. Yeah, so if you ever on the stream, make sure you download the StreamYard app. That'll kind of protect you from like not being able to hear people.
Really? I didn't know that because that's been happening this whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now he can't hear and we can't mute him. So his call going crazy. Let me see. But
I got a crazy question for you guys.
Go ahead, Molly. You got it.
How do you feel about stay-at-home dads?
If it works, I do what works for me. So if it works, if it comes to a situation, where it works for me to be, the breadwinner, go out and work, and he stay at home with the kids, hey, I'm open to it. If that's what works during that time. But I prefer us both to be out here, providing.
Feel that.
Damn. So how you feel about stay-at-home moms? Then a whole lot of noise.
I'm not a stay-at-home mom. I was presented that when I was married, and I just feel like for me, I'm too productive. My thing of it is I can't say that I believe in giving 100 when I'm staying at home. And if anything was to happen to you, what can I say I can provide? A good meal. So I prefer to be, out here working and doing my best.
So you disassociate production with stay-at-home wives?
No, I don't disassociate production, but my thing of it is if I'm a stay-at-home mom, it's not that I'm not productive because I may have different streams of businesses, but for me, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. I don't disassociate. There's a lot of stay-at-home moms that have several businesses that have a lot going on. That just because they don't clock in don't mean they're not productive. I just don't prefer. I would prefer not to be a stay-at-home.
No, I got you. I guess I'm interested in because you keep adding in like her working. I'm just thinking like a stay-at-home mom is productive and is doing something that's invaluable.
It definitely is invaluable, but I want to bring an income in for me.
Okay, so you would rather send your kids to daycare than raise them up, like at least for those formative years, 1 through 4?
No, if I could stay at home for those 4 years, I would still want to do something outside of being a stay-at-home mom and teaching them or having them do work from home or whatever case. I would still want to be productive, bringing an income in, not just being home taking care of my children. And that's just me.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. And it's me, right? I'm sensitive to the word verbiage. Like when you say just stay at home, Like, see, that minimizes it, and when people hear just
And I'm not
before they
trying to
go,
minimize because I know a lot of stay-at-home moms that do homeschooling. Like they have
They
a
work
whole
hard.
lot.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. That is a job in itself. Being a parent, I'm a parent, so that's a job in itself. So to be at home, making sure that you're teaching your children, you're here all day, you're taking care of your spouse, you're taking care of the household. That's a job in itself. I'm not trying to negate that at all. But for me, I would want to bring in a income. If afforded the opportunity, like I was before, I was younger then, and I looked at life a lot differently. I looked at it as my value was me bringing in income. I don't look at it like that anymore. But my children are older now, so it's different.
yeah, and I think that I understand what you're saying. I just kind of like to have a conversation when I hear that language,
Of
because I
course.
think that moms, right, stay-at-home moms, wives, have been minimized so much, right, like devalued in what they do,
Exactly.
and I think it's uberly important, and it kind of gets glossed over because everybody got to work to pay significant bills now, right, because the significant bills are, with what's it called, inflation and et cetera,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, she's
You know,
creating a foundation for him to be able to not have to pay $300, $400 a week daycare and tuition and things of the nature. So yeah, there is an invaluable asset to being a stay-at-home mom. Don't get me wrong at all.
yeah, 100%. Okay, yeah, that's what I was hearing. Did you guys have anything else? I think Truth said he had a call, but I think you guys did great. I I ironically, so I was just taking notes, and I have y'all three. Molly kind of, she not really interviewing. She not really what was it, auditioning. She was here before, when I seen her, I'm like, oh yeah, she good. But yeah, I had y'all three on my note list actually. So that's how the cookie be crumbling. Though I don't believe in free will, so y'all still up here.
You're the
You
last
know
one
what I'm
standing.
saying?
And the baddest. I ain't gonna lie. No shade.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you.
Yeah,
You're
no,
welcome.
100%. Hey, whole lot. So I was thinking about this. I think you, I think you give, I like your answers. I think you give good answers and advice. I don't think you take your own advice though as much.
It's interesting that you say that because my best friend is watching. And I will honestly say I give great advice. And one of the things that she says to me, and I'm just gonna put myself out there, that I continue to build men up. And I need to stop doing it.
Break that down for us.
I'm a very giving person. And for me, coming from where I've come from, environments where men were very successful, and I've married into that. I've gotten to the point where I don't value, not to say I don't value money, but I don't see a man's value by what he makes or how much money he has. And I go into situations doing a little bit too much for a man initially. And she's saying that I'm showing my hand a little bit too fast or what I can do for a man. But for me, it's just like at 43, I know what I want. And I know what I'm capable of doing. So I'm not gonna stop being Kenyatta. I'm just not gonna stop being who I am. So if that means that you only have access to me for a short period of time because I came in and I showed that you was a user, hey, that's your loss. Another man's game. Because I'm an exit stage left. I'm gonna see the flags. I'm not gonna stick around for long. But if you're always asking what I can do for you versus what we can do for each other, how we can build this foundation, that's a problem for me. And my best friend has seen that, and she's telling me that's probably a little problem for me. So I do take my own advice as well, though, but I do.
You have a big heart, it sounds like, which that's a good thing though. Personally, I have a huge heart too, so I relate to that. I relate to that.
Yeah, I think it's solid. I think you should stay consistent in
Of
giving.
course.
I think the giving part, like when Chev and I were conversing, it's like, when he shows me, approves, but present what you got. You feel me, right? Without shooting yourself in the foot, you know. And if that person can't sustain that or how they accept it, you know what I mean? How things are reciprocated doesn't
Reciprocated.
make
That's the
sense.
problem.
I think you
Yeah.
can get out early if you're trying to like hold stuff back. And I think at our age, that shit ain't really, you know what I'm
It
saying?
ain't working.
See, Chev got a little bit of time. By the time she was born, we was putting ourselves on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Chev, you know what I mean? So
I'm letting you rock on that one.
that's a fact. You say you 32?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Chev. I knew how to tie my shoes by that time. Molly, how old are you?
Was
I'm
it
26.
Oh my God, Goo Goo Gaga, man.
He said goo goo gaga.
Gaga.
That's why I'm here. I like high level stuff, guys.
Indeed,
Thought
indeed.
provoking conversation.
100%. So we usually run it about 3 hours. This show was a tad bit different just because it was, kind of like the auditioning. How did you guys? You just saw when he posted on his Instagram. Whole lot of what makes you think like you could do this, like in front of a panel with 500 people, questions from the audience, people kind of gawking at you, pause. Why do you think you built for that?
Well, I've been in the entertainment industry before, so I worked in radio. So I've been hosting concerts, hosting things with thousands of people in front of me, and I'm going to always stand in my truth. So I'm going to always be authentically. Everybody's not going to agree with what I say, but I'm not going to waver about be what I agree with or what I stand for. So I feel like at the end of the day, somebody's going to learn from whatever it is I have to say.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 100%. I think that's important. Like you used to the crowd part, so you probably, what do you think about that instant pushback in real time and gotta be able to respond in real time?
And that's okay because at the end of the day, it keeps you on your toes and it's thought provoking as well. So it keeps you to be able to understand, like, listen, just because the conversation started out this way and now it's pushing you to another way, you got to be quick on your toes and whatever it is you say, you got to stand on it.
Okay.
Don't try to say anything that you think that the crowd's just going to agree with.
Okay, I like it. And then how do you feel about concession?
Meaning
making them.
There's a time and place for everything.
Okay. I think the art of concession is important, but like you said, stand your ground.
Yeah.
And I think there's value in that. Be like, you know what, you was right.
Yeah. Like I'm one of the people that like I'm willing to unlearn to relearn, but it has to be something with substance. Like you can't just come to me and think that just because you said something that is profound in your life that is you can copy and paste it onto mine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Chef, same question, man. What makes you ready for the be in front of the crowd? They're gonna be drunk. They're gonna be heckling you. They're gonna be having fun. They're like these are all they there to see truth, but they happy to see you. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So why do you think you're ready for that?
I love drunkards. Now, No. I used to do bottle service, so being around drunk people, it don't really bother me too much like that. Where it comes to speaking, I do think that I can get up there. I can say what I say. I know I pause sometimes, and that's because I'm processing my thoughts, and I don't actually see that as a weakness. I'd rather say what I want to say, how I want to say it, and that's how people can stand on what they say. Because when you react too fast, you just kind of blurt certain things out. I think I'd be able to handle it. I'm not the kind of person where I wouldn't admit that I was wrong on something or say, you know what, let me think about that real quick. I'm not that kind. I've been wrong a billion times in my life. As far as the people, I love people. People is what I do. I love people.
Okay. So you have no fear of the crowd and, etc.
Nah.
No? You have experience with crowds?
Like I said, I just started For the Record maybe about 2 weeks. Let's give it 3 weeks. No fear of the crowd. I walk up to people. As of right now, I do a lot of parties because from my bottle service experience, the promoters are what's booking me right now. So I walk up to people I don't even know, people who have seen me, people who I know I could get a toxic answer from. Because I know them. I'm like, I know who's about to say some crazy shit on my mic. Let me go see them real quick.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good. And I think there's a way to grow, but I was just listening to you guys' answers. And I'm like, okay, their answers are more pointed, Answering questions directly is important, especially on those panels because it's people there, people take the mic, so it's important. But I could feel the confidence. Ro, what you think? Why you so interested in this? Like, why you think you'll be the man?
Shit, because I'm already the man already, so I already do what I do.
I love her
it.
energy.
As soon as I said it,
you know I was gonna say that. I'm already on a reality show. I've been doing that for like 3 years now. I work in the nightlife and hospitality industry. I mean, I'm in a male dominated job already, so I'm already quick with it. I'm emotionally intelligent. Somebody can call me something I'm not gonna get mad about. I'm just gonna come back for you. Like, I feel like I already do this already anyway, not on a podcast, but and I'm just unapologetically me too. I've been drinking. I'm sorry. Too. So I'm not saying I'm sorry about how I feel. I done been through a whole lot of shit in my life, and my perspective is real. It's not that I read on Instagram. It's not something I heard somebody else go through. I went through that shit and I got up out of it. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Word. Truth, you brought Ice Dog, obviously. Ice Dog was popping.
Hey.
How
We
you?
can hear you
I'm
now.
good. I know. It kept kicking me out. Like I could only hear Truth, but I couldn't hear nobody else.
Obviously, you can't hear yourself either. You yelling like a motherfucker.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just loud. But I heard when you told them a minute ago to download the app. So I went and downloaded the app. So now I should be good.
You solid? Okay.
Yeah.
What got you interested in auditioning? I don't think you ever
Well,
got to answer that.
I mean, I already do music and movies and all kind of stuff like that anyway. So I just like to be out in the crowd. And I feel like I speak my mind. I'm a real one. So, I mean, why not share it with the world?
What make you stand out from the rest of the beautiful women up here?
I mean, I think everybody is beautiful in their own way. You know, I feel like I'm beautiful in my own way. So for me, I mean, I'm me. So it is what it is, you know.
Oh, yeah. I already remember I said all the rest of the beautiful women, so we already acknowledged that part.
Yeah, that's why I said
My
they all
question is,
beautiful, but I'm my own beautiful because everybody is a different beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like I'm a pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? I keep myself up. You know, my style is cool. So I mean, I'm a pretty girl. I do
my
my
bad.
thing.
I'm gonna try to ask it one more time. I'm gonna remove the adjective beautiful because that was less important. What I'm
Okay.
saying is, what make you stand out from the crowd?
Just me. I'm a people person. So as you see, I got on here and I'm loud. So I'm loud no matter what. So when I walk in the room, I'm loud. So that's me.
Okay.
So it
What
could
part
be
of
my loud mouth.
what part of the country you from?
I'm in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Okay. Word. Okay, salute. Renika, did you get a chance to speak? I don't think so. You was kind of in and out too.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to speak yet, so it's my first time speaking.
Okay, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, same question set. What got you interested? What you do, etc.
Absolutely. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I own property here. I have my just bought my first apartment building. And so I have a recovery program. So I authentically sympathize with honest truth and the other young lady earlier when they said that they want the love in the box. I understand that because I got a recovery home program and I see love there deeper than any place I ever seen it sometimes. Also have a clothing boutique here and have my own non-for-profit, two-time graduate from college, but I've been working on my dating books. I lost my mom, my dad, majority of both of their siblings on both sides, and all of my grandparents but one. And so my mom, she died of cancer 3 years ago, and she told me when she was dying, "Girl, look, it's time for you to grow up and get married." And so for them last 3 years, I had to grow from that super independent, all of those barriers and all of those protection armor and the mask to really dealing deeply what's going on with me and to really get ready and heal from some of my trauma to be able to be submissive enough and ready to be a wife.
Okay, so in terms of the show, sound like you might need to buy one of them truth counseling packages.
Absolutely. I actually in Cincinnati, I got a book that I've been working on. Like I've been telling my stories on Facebook and people ask about that. They don't ask about the recovery housing. They don't ask about the boutique. They asked me about my dating book and I was a former club promoter here, so they asked me about that one.
Okay.
So those books ain't even out.
I got a question. So you're
Okay.
writing a dating book, right?
Yeah.
For success in dating.
Well, it's an anthology book. So it's a book where young professionals are telling like kind of their experiences and how they kind of explore, not necessarily the success of them, but we learn through reading other stories. And that's how we learn that we're not alone.
Right, I get that. So it's like a comfort book. It's to comfort people that aren't successful.
Like dating trauma?
Not necessarily, because there's some successful people. We even got one of the writers who was on the show, Love is Blind. We got a few different people who are been married for a while. So it's an anthology book. So it's a book that people can tell their stories, whether young professionals or older, and they submit their stories. And some of them are people who have been married and successful, but tell those stories of, hey, this is how I got here. And so you learn from a little bit of everybody, black, white, green, yellow, blue, about kind of their perspective.
Cool beans. I wish you the best with that. How is your dating?
Right now, it's definitely been good. I think right now where I'm at is actually finding that person that fit the life that we both want together. Because I live in Cincinnati, Cincinnati, Ohio. I kind of am getting to that point where I'm doing. I understand DJ HAMP, where we're thinking more wealth building, and so finding men with the confidence to think wealth building in kind of small Ohio, which you do run into it. There's,
I'm in this comment. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
She saw the question.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, what was I getting ready to say? All right. So I hear all your days, and all of that. How old are you?
I'm 37 years old.
37 years old. Do you have any children? No.
Not yet.
No babies. And have you ever been married?
No, I haven't been married yet.
Have you ever been in a relationship?
Yeah, I've been in a couple of relationships. I was on and off with somebody for a decade, and I learned that relationship should have been over a long time ago. Sometimes you hold on to things and just doesn't accept that, it should have been
over.
We grew apart. We grew in two different directions.
No, when? Like time?
Probably about 5-6 years ago, right before the coronavirus and my family started dying.
Okay. And what is your current status? Because you said it's like your dating is going great. So what is that like, that dating?
I believe that I got to a place where I grew out of idealism, dating and fantasy, dating who I like that doesn't like me. And I understand that not every man that I meet is going to be my husband. So just enjoy that experience, getting to know somebody, because that's a moment to kind of grow and heal in those parts too. And it helped me better instead of thinking every day, is this guy going to be my husband? Let me just find out about you, because I probably don't even want you to be my husband. You probably don't want me to be your wife, but we may have a good time. We may get to know each other. We may get to be friends. So, I have built friendships with men because I always went into relationships with friendships. So I think that I think the last few years, especially with grieving, losing my mom and her siblings, they died back to back. So with that and finishing school and working a career and figuring, sorting things out, which happens in life, is really taking that time to make sure that I don't rush and I really heal and really get to know myself over again.
Do you mention those things when you go on dates?
No, I just talk, get to know the person.
I find that hard to believe, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. And not that I'm trying to discount it, because I lost my mom. I get that. It's a hell of a thing, and I've lost people. But it's like you're trying to bond with us through your trauma. Like I've heard it, like you said it, you only been on here for 5 minutes and we've heard it 3 times. So it's like, it's kind of hard for you to jump up here with 7 strangers and you've said it 3 times in 5 minutes. Kind of hard that when you go out, I find it hard that you wouldn't talk about this. And there's nothing wrong with it, but you don't?
No, not as much, because I learned with experience, never reveal too much in the beginning.
How long you been? You sound like me, exactly like me. How long have you been following?
I've been following you for a while, but no, I learned not to reveal so much from dating.
Where'd you learn that from?
I didn't learn that from you. I learned that from therapy. I learned that from therapy. I learned that from my therapist, and I learned that from my mom.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
never tell a man so much in the beginning.
But you do though, a
Yeah.
little bit.
No, I did that right now because of storytelling, and I need you to know me, and everybody know me
But
here,
that,
why I'm here.
baby, this is what I was trying to teach you. You are not your trauma. And this is how I know that you like this is your way of establishing connections with people because it's 7 strangers up here and you're trying to get me to know you through your trauma. So this is how people establish. You're literally, I talk to thousands of women. I'm telling you, I write books. I have a book called What the Fuck is a Trauma? I hate them. I hate everything about it. I know for a fact that this is, and I want you to get out of that because what you'll get in relationships where people weaponize your trauma against you. That's what's going. Listen and be like, oh, I can get away with this or I can do this. A lot of times we think your trauma plus my trauma would equal a friend. And it doesn't, because you have to understand people, it's a teachable moment. I watched my mom get beat up as a child, right? And so with me, I hate domestic violence. My bigger brother will punch your brains out. We grew up and saw the same thing, but it affected us differently, right? We we saw the exact same thing in the exact same way. And I grew up with a distaste. I hated it. He'll stump your brains out as if you were a grown man. So you understand? But anyway, that's not what's important. So you said that dating is going.
No, I want to really take that in because that, I take heed to advice that, and I do follow you a lot. That's maybe something that I should think about.
Thank you.
And so,
how many men are you actively dating right now?
Right now I am kind of seeing somebody that.
What is that? I don't even know what kind of seeing is. Could you elaborate, please?
I don't think it made to courtship yet, but we have been seeing each other for a while. We started out with just friendships.
What's a while?
Probably about a few months. We met about 4 months ago.
You're very evasive. I like you. You're evasive. I like you. You don't give straight answers. I like that about you. You are you a dancer? Have you ever danced in your profession? Is that in your jacket? I know you're a serial entrepreneur. You ever put dancing for pay?
Nah, I am really a good dancer.
Sure. You're a hell of a dancer. I like your energy. You got great hips. No, my it's so much time. I'm not even gonna cook. I'm not gonna cook. I like you. Go ahead, Hamp. My fault.
Nah, I was just kind of get her baseline.
I like her.
Huh? No, I just trying to get her baseline. I think it's interesting the things you started it with though, Renika. Like you started with work and trauma. And it's 500 people watching. You heard. So then it's like, damn, what if one of them niggas like you? Now you done told that nigga the life story that you usually reserve on the first date. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But are those the things that make you tick? Work and the things you've been through?
Probably right now more than any time period in my life.
What you do for fun?
I like to travel. I do like to go shooting. I do like to do like more activities.
Right.
Like I like to, do like throw arrows, like go, yeah.
Fuck out. Shoot what?
Shoot my gun.
Where? At who?
At the gun range. Like it relieves stress. And so it's something.
I got a dope question. When's the last time you were sexually active?
It's been a while.
So I like her. So you're dating this guy inconsistently for 5 months. You can't even really say dating. You're in what I call a complication ship. I got a book about that as well. So it's complicated what you guys are doing, right? Have you had sex with him?
No, we haven't had sex yet.
So what make you of a relationship?
What did you say?
You cut out, Drew. You cut out.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
So what would make you believe that you are going in the direction of a
I think actually getting to know each other, and I know right now we're waiting on sex. and stuff like that, because I could say the female story, but he said this is the first time he's ever practiced abstinence for the last year. Like he said these things that he's going through right now, where he's trying to mature as a man, and the type of women that he dated, and just him needing to just really grow up. And so I'm like, okay,
where'd you find this prince at?
Where I found this prince at is Cincinnati, Ohio.
Like in person?
Yeah. Nah, he lives here. He lives in Cincinnati,
He's
Ohio.
asking where you all met.
Oh, how we met? Yeah, we definitely we met in at UC at school. And so we went to school together. I graduated with my master's degree last year. We had class together. And so he works in his professional career. I got laid off, and then God ended up running my businesses. And so we ended up running into each other at the gym. It was just kind of catching.
At where?
At the gym.
Okay.
At the gym. I was asking if he landed a job, because when we was at UC together finishing up graduate school, when we literally graduated a month ago, a year ago, last year, and I just got laid off. He was looking for a job, and so he said, I may take this job in Arizona. And I ran into him at LA Fitness. I'm like, what you doing here? And he's like, I ain't actually take that job in Arizona. And so he ended up working for another Fortune 500 company here in HR. So
he got it.
Both of our we graduated with our masters from in UC from the business college in human resource management.
What is your sign, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a Libra.
Me too.
Oh gosh, me too.
What day?
Wow. So the main word in there is an L for liar. It's like, no, I'm playing.
I know.
Libras are not liars.
I know. Everybody always say, they always say lying ass Libras and all this other stuff.
His relationship was with a Libra.
Loving Libras is what
he was a liar. He was a liar, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't.
Was that whack dick? You talking about whack?
No. Stop.
Whack that. Anyway.
That was not the Libra. That was the Taurus.
Huh? Now, hold on.
Tiny Taurus ass dick.
Now, hold on. Hold up. Now, take it easy on this joint. Take it easy. We know anything. Let's be crystal clear. Hold on. Now hold on. For 1 second. Beyonce. So let's go ahead and tighten that up. I don't know if y'all familiar with the song Signs, but she said he was freaking the way he handled me, that she was specifically speaking about us.
You cutting in and out.
Let me get back. Hold on. No,
you feel like cutting in and out.
I feel like that was the bar. He cutting in and out. I gotta hear that. I gotta hear it.
Yeah, I don't know
all
shit
these
about
Libras. Oh,
Dang, I can't
wow.
hear nobody now. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Beyonce sings about me. Beyonce. Anybody know that name? I mean, maybe y'all don't know who she is. I don't really like to throw names. I don't like the name drop.
So she was talking about you.
Has anybody heard Beyonce? Anybody heard of that name before? I don't. Well, she has a song called Signs where she says he was freaky like a tourist the way he handled me. I'm just saying, like that I can pull the lyrics up if that's what you need to. So we know anything about Tauruses, right? We know that the Tauruses are attractive people. We know Tauruses keep a lot of fucking money. We know that they are protectors and providers. These are what Tauruses are. And they loyal as shit. See, Daddy. Daddy can't do no wrong. So with that being said, right? Let's keep the Taurus slander to a minimum, please. Because we different, man. In every
Dad's
way.
too.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Attractive too, wasn't he? Good looking pop.
I look just like him.
See what I'm saying? And you look just like a man on play. But but yeah, like that. So let's now the Libras are liars for sure. We know that. But let's not ever get into that Taurus thing. Let's what's the word? Give me a word, Ham. You got all the big ass Webster dictionary word. How do we get out of this pivot? Give me a
the Libras are liars. What they do is they obfuscate.
Oh Lord.
Break it down
That's
body
just
style for me.
Taurus are very insecure too.
Did you
Taurus,
say
they dress really
ovulate?
nice.
Did you say
No,
ovulate?
no.
I've heard that before.
No, I
Obfuscate,
heard you.
yes. I heard you, bro. I heard. Man, I got a question, bro. Why did you say that you had a pussy? What's going on here?
Because somebody said, is bro trans? And I was like, no, I definitely got a pussy. It's there.
Oh shit! They get inspired. I'm a mom, but go ahead. Big Taurus gang, y'all already know, and we rich. Taurus, send some money. Show them how we give it up. Somebody send 500 right now. Show you how my people
I
do.
agree with what Ham just said though, because I feel like Libras do kind of like avoid things, or we may not tell the whole truth. We're not gonna
Y'all
lie to you, but
liars. That's a lie.
okay, well we lied then.
An orchestrated truth is a lie.
Okay.
Liar, you.
I don't feel like
Dang.
everybody can handle the truth. They not choosing.
I'm not even gonna put my sign out there.
It's one sign I really
Whole lot
can't
of
stand.
noise. Make some noise for us.
What? Okay, what sign do you can't stand?
I can't tell you because it
I
just
feel like
makes
you're
me
an
sick to
Aries.
my stomach whenever I hear
Obviously,
it.
you love Libras because you got a whole row of Libras.
No,
Yeah,
I've
because
well,
you just did us Libras dirty.
well, I know nothing about Libras. I've never in life even experienced one till tonight, but I seen lie after lie after lie, so it was a quick diagnose. But what sign are you? Whole lot of
Taurus
noise.
could be very insecure too.
That's a lie. We're some of the most confident people you ever met in your life. That's a
No,
lie.
they're very protective, very loving people, but definitely could be very insecure.
Tauruses?
About themselves. Yeah, the guy I dated, it was a decade. Taurus. I dated a few different Taurus. My grandma a Taurus too.
Did the guy you date look like me?
Huh? Oh, he handsome.
The guy you date look like me?
But wait, she say no,
Nah,
he's
look at
handsome.
me.
Taurus
But
are
hold
very
on though.
good-looking people,
But
but
hold
they
on
could
though.
be
Hold on, but let's slow down. Let's slow down
Did
for
you
a
say
second,
cocky?
baby. Let's slow down for a second,
That
baby. Did he
too.
look like me though?
Because it could be a
That nigga look
false,
like me though?
false
Hey,
confidence.
nah, but fuck the false. I'm talking about that nigga look like me though.
Did she say a false
It's
confidence?
me. It's me. And listen, man. One thing. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm
all
just
Taurus
gonna
look
keep it
good.
real.
Y'all all like that. Y'all
I'm gonna
cocky
keep it
like
real
that.
cute, man. Man. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. What sign are you? A whole lot of noise.
Whole lot of noise.
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, you good. You good to go. My wife is Scorpio. You good to go. Yeah, you cool. You cool. Yeah, Scorpios are amazing.
Same.
Huh?
Y'all the same.
What?
Y'all opposite signs.
Yeah,
Taurus
me and
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Yeah, we
That's what I'm
locked
saying.
in.
Y'all
We
the
all
best
that. We get
signs,
money.
like
Life is good. Yeah, we locked in. Yeah. Yeah,
like
Scorpios are
Libra,
amazing.
Aries.
I love Scorpio women. Love them. They are amazing, life changing. Yep, Scorpios is all that. I don't really know about Libras. I mean, except for the lies and all of that. But outside of that, they might be dope people. I don't think that you're a bad person because you're a liar. I don't think that makes you a bad person. I just think that makes you a dishonest person. But the worst zodiac sign ever for women. I mean, the most piece of shit, horrible scumbag of the earth women. Y'all want me to say it? I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
we want
ahead
to
and
hear
jump
it.
off. I don't want to say it, man.
You done said
I
that
don't.
much. Let's hear it.
No, because
Tell
I
his
don't.
followers that are this sign
Tell
gonna
the
jump in
truth.
his inbox tonight and tear him
Don't
up.
hold back now.
Nah,
I
tell
don't
the
want to
truth.
say it. I don't want to say it, man, because I
All
don't
of
want the
his
trouble.
followers that will be that
I don't
sign
want
is
the
gonna
trouble.
jump in this man inbox and tear him
But
up.
I had a ball with y'all tonight. I'm actually shooting the podcast. You want to come to the podcast Tuesday, Ham? I'm shooting. I got a couple rappers and shit coming in. You want to come fuck with me?
Yeah.
Tuesday night. Fucking I'm not saying it. Somebody know my folks in the chat. They already said, but yeah, I'm not saying it. I refuse to say it. But yeah, it's I'm not getting blackballed. You know, I know better. But yeah, it's a despicable, nasty. Ugh, I hate it. Hey, what's your sign, man? I know you're not in the signs all that. I know, but what's your sign, man?
I don't know. I was born on December 6th.
So you a fucking
Sagittarius.
Capricorn, a
He a
Sagittarius. Sagittarius is
Sagittarius.
sturdy
He's
people.
two-faced. Isn't that it?
Yes, my
Huh?
daughter's a Sagittarius.
My daughter is too.
Sagittarius are two-faced
They
apparently.
got a temper.
Yeah, he got bad temper. Yep, that's him. He beat niggas up for a living. He got a horrible temper, for sure, for sure. I wasn't supposed to
And
say
that make
that. My
him
fault.
proud too. Let me stop.
You see how he smiled? He was proud. Like, I bashed brains in. Smash, smash. Hawk smash. I'm Big Ham. Smash, smash. He beat the whole neighborhood up.
Well, I know you can't be talking about a Virgo.
Oh, no. Virgos,
Okay.
they are.
Virgo
I wanted
men?
to
No.
know.
Hell no.
Yeah, we good people.
I'm talking about cancers, man. Cancers is fucking despicable. I can't stand cancer women. Oh, my God. Just
Pathetic. Yeah, cancer women. You could catch if you catch a cancer woman with a penis in her mouth, she'll say she's taking his temperature. These women are fucking despicable. I hate them. I hate everything about a cancer woman.
The least
When
amount
I
of
tell
accountability.
a cancer woman, dog. A
Cancel her, huh? Cancel
it
the
don't get no
cancers.
worse. It don't get no worse. You think Libras lie? You think Libras is liars? Oh my, cancers.
They liars.
It's bad. Yeah, look, and they annoying as fuck. They emotional as fuck. Yo, always a victim is bad. Yeah, cancer. So ladies, don't ever date a cancer. Is pathetic. We good to go tonight, though?
So the men are too?
I ain't never date no men, baby, but I would just guess that birds of a feather flock together.
Because you said
Yeah, I'm
ladies
saying-
don't